Hey!
All right, what's good, people? We're back on this last Sunday of boring sports news. CEO next week. We got the NBA playoffs going off. We got the NFL draft. So, last week of just thinking of shit up our ass. I mean, there were some sports things. I mean, we finally got who's playing in the playoffs today. So, I mean, guess so. But CEO, say what's up to the peasants.
Yeah, what's good, peasants?
This will be the last week. CEO will be sounding like a robot on his phone. You know what I'm saying? Or you peasants better thank him for he's still being here on his phone. He has to waste his phone battery to entertain you peasants. So thank him. But CEO, man, NBA. Let's say what's up to everybody. What's good, Taj? What's up, NFL Productions? What's good, Jordan Francis? Jordan Francis is not peasant. What's good, Khaleesi? What's good, man? What is your? It's like a guy on a horse or some shit. I don't fucking know. It is what it is. CEO, man, NBA playoffs right here, bro. Right here. Now, it's official. We have the official play-in playoffs and stuff like that, CEO.
All right.
Let's talk about the play-in matchups before we get into the actual seedings. We're going to start with the West first. We got the Heat versus the Bulls, CEO. Who do you got?
I got the Heat.
You got the Heat beating the Bulls?
Yep.
All right. And then, Heat and Bulls. And then Hawks and Magic. Who you got, CEO?
I got the Magic.
Magic. Okay. And then with that being said, CEO, if you have the Heat winning, that means the Hawks and the Heat will be playing in the final playing game. And who do you have between the Hawks and the Heat?
Between the Hawks and the Heat?
Yes. For that 8th spot.
I'm gonna go with the Heat.
Gonna go with the Heat? Oh, you're gonna go with the Heat over the Hawks?
Yep.
And with that being said, CEO, with the play-in tournament, the Cavs will be playing the Heat. I mean, obviously, you're gonna take the Cavs over the Heat first round. And then your Celtics will be playing the Magic, which obviously we're gonna go with the Celtics. No question about that.
Absolutely.
Here goes the real scene, CEO. Well, first of all, let's start with this matchup. We got the Pacers and the Bucks, CEO. Who do you got?
I got the I'm gonna go with I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Go with the Bucks?
Part of me wants to say Pacers, but I'm assuming the Bucks team is healthy, right?
No Dame.
No Dame?
Yeah, Dame's out for the year with a blood clot.
What's up with these niggas and blood clots? Jeez.
I know, right? It's crazy.
I mean, it's crazy. You would think that these dudes are really healthy. Why do that? That's weird. But okay, but Dame isn't here.
Yeah, no Dame.
Fuck. Okay, I'll go with the Pacers.
Yeah, I'm going Pacers. I mean, Giannis has been on the tear the last month, but once again, you have Kyle Kuzma on your team and you have Doc Rivers as your coach. That's not going to go well at all. So, recipe for disaster. And then CEO, one of your favorite teams to watch, especially in the playoffs, the New York Knicks will be going off against the Detroit Pistons. CEO, who do you got?
Oh, I hate the fact that I'm gonna go with the Knicks. I went with the Pistons last week.
Did you? I don't remember.
Yeah, I went with the Pistons last week. It's just my gut is telling me, like, logically, I would say, okay, the Knicks have some experience. Brunson's in his prime. The Knicks are usually good for at least one playoff series win.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's whatever. But they're usually good for one playoff series win. And it's hard for me, even though I think the Knicks are fucking frauds, it's hard for me to just say that, okay, they're going to be one and done. The Pistons are a nice story. The Pistons, with the whole Cade Cunningham, which, I still don't 100% believe in, but the squad is doing good. They made a massive jump, but I don't I think it's too much because they were like the worst team last year, so I think it's too much of a jump to be the worst team and then just pass a team like the Knicks, who are at least good for one playoff series. So I'm gonna go with the Knicks on this one, just off of playoff experience alone. I feel like Brunson's been in the playoffs a while now, so I don't see him getting bounced in the first round. So I'm gonna go with the Knicks.
I'm going with the I'm going with the Knicks. I mean, first number one, this Pistons team. Remember a few years ago where the Knicks beat the Cavs?
Yeah,
This same coach, JB Witherspoon or Bitherspoon, whatever his name is the coach for the Pistons. So he already has a record of losing to the Knicks. Pistons, I mean the Pistons, like I made a video on them. They're on the rise. I'm a huge K Cunningham guy. Asar, Amen's brother, Asar is actually cooking with them. Young squad, but once again in New York. I'm gonna go with the Pistons on that. I mean Pistons. I'm gonna go with the Knicks on that. The Knicks should win that. If the Knicks don't win this series, that means one of two things: Tom Thibodeau, you're a bum, and Cat, you're really a fucking bum. But I'm gonna go Knicks in 5. Pistons, like you said, nice story. Too young, way
yeah,
too young, inexperienced. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I mean, see, you should be happy because if the Knicks beat the Pistons, you get them in the second round, CEO, which we know we're picking the Knicks. I think me and you can both agree on that.
No, I ain't picking on Knicks. The fuck.
You know what I'm saying? But let's go to the West where it's finally been settled, CEO. So the playing tournament for the West at number 7, we got Golden State going up against the Grizzlies. Who do you got?
I got Golden State.
You said that pretty quick, CEO. You don't believe in Mr. Second Amendment, Mr. Flashbang,
No,
Grant?
no, I know. Like you know, you're talking about a team that has Steph Curry, who's still playing at a pretty high level, and you're talking about a team who has Jimmy Butler, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when they're on the court together, the record speaks for itself. Uh,
25-9, I think, CEO.
yeah, so it's a pretty decent record. I mean, the playoff experience, just the savviness with the Golden State. Do I think they're going to go all the way? No, but to get over a team like the Grizzlies, I mean, John Morant is a great, he's a great basketball player. We know that, but pretty low IQ. So, uh, in terms of just intelligence, the Golden State is way better than fucking the Grizzlies. So I'm gonna go with Golden State.
Uh, what's his name? He said Jimmy got hurt. Rozier said Jimmy got hurt. I don't know how true that is or not, but we'll find out in the play. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it is what it is.
I'll look that up.
Yeah, yeah. And while you're looking it up, CEO, we have the Kings and Mavericks in the second playing tournament. CEO, who do you got?
The Kings and Mavericks. I got the Mavericks.
Really?
Yeah, I got the Mavs.
You know, Luka's not on this Mavs team anymore, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
And
Well, I'm assuming
Kyrie's
they're
out for
healthy
the
though,
year.
right? Are they healthy?
Kyrie's out for the year. I mean, AD and Clay are still there. So is PJ Washington. So
Okay, so you said who's out for the year? Kyrie.
Kyrie tore his ACL.
Oh, okay, all right.
Obviously,
I totally forgot about that.
which kind of sucks because I kind of had the Mavs beating OKC in an upset with Kyrie, AD, and Clay.
No, if Kyrie was there, then that's what I based my assumption off of because I think that with the Kyrie-led Mavs team with AD
Clay.
and Clay, I think they can. I'm not thinking they're not going to no championship game, but they could beat a team or two. So,
Yeah.
but without Kyrie, bro, and plus, who knows? Like AD can get injured the first game.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go with the Kings. I thought Kyrie was.
And by the way, Kings have DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, who always win their first game in the play-in tournament. And I'm gonna go with the Kings too. Mavs. If Kyrie was here, I'd be rooting so hard for the Mavs because I love Kyrie. He's one of my favorite players, and I think they can honestly beat OKC. See, fun fact, CEO: the Mavs that went undefeated against OKC without Luka and without Kyrie one time, but unfortunately, both those players are not on this team, and one
Wait,
of
it's
those players
just.
is out for the year. So
I mean, it's just with Kyrie on the Mavs team, and like I feel like the Mavs have a decent squad.
yeah,
We know with Kyrie, AD, if they can stay healthy, I mean that's a pretty decent course. So I do think they have a chance to upset people and definitely get over Zach LaVine and DeRozan. Like I don't really see that as an issue. But since Kyrie isn't playing, I mean, do you really? No one trusts AD to be number one.
Yeah, we saw that work with the Pelicans. And with that being said, CEO, that means you have Golden State beating the Grizzlies. So that means you have the Grizzlies versus the Kings, and I'm pretty sure we're picking the Grizzlies over the Kings.
The Grizzlies versus the Kings. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And with that being said, CEO, that means we have one interesting matchup. Thunder and Grizzlies. I think we're both going with the Grizzlies. I mean, Thunder.
Thunder and Grizzlies. Yeah, Thunder, obviously.
Rockets and Warriors, CEO. Who do you
Okay.
got?
All right. I'm gonna go. I feel like I want to say I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Rocket. I'm gonna go with the Rocket.
Going with the Rockets.
Like,
Young Bucks.
listen, my logic is telling me pick the Warriors because the Rockets are a young team and all that, but I just have a better feeling about the Rockets, and this is kind of my hot take for the playoffs. So I'm gonna go with the Rockets.
I gotta look something up real quick because this is a very interesting. This is a very interesting matchup. I don't see anything about Jimmy being injured.
No, they said that he's injured, but they said they're not worried about his thigh when they go into playing. So he's gonna be healthy by that
Okay,
time.
and I want to see something. Let's see, Rockets. I want just to give me a minute because I've watched some. All right, so 1, 2. Okay, so out of the whole regular season here, CEO, as I'm looking it up, the Rockets have won 3 out of their 5 matchups, and the Golden State Warriors have won 4 out of their 5 matchups.
Okay.
Which is one of those games was a couple of those games without Jimmy Butler. And honestly, see, looking at it, yeah. Okay, that was 3 games without Jimmy. The Warriors went 2-1. Then 2 games, 1 game with Jimmy, they lost 1 and then 1-1. This is a close call right here. Very close call.
I'm gonna go with the hot take.
Man, this is fucking.
They got I feel like if this is a good upset game in my opinion. Yeah, I think most people would probably consider it an upset.
You think the unexperienced Rockets could beat Jimmy Butler, Draymond, and Steph, experienced playoffs? Like, I can't.
Logically speaking, probably not, obviously, right? But I feel like there is going to be an upset, right? There always is a surprise, and I feel like this will be the surprise. And then people are going to have discussions about whether Jimmy Butler's lost, whatever the fuck. So,
well, my surprise one's coming up next, but I'm gonna go Golden State. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one. Like so.
All right.
Actually, speaking of Golden State, random editor, how do you feel about well, we have you guys winning the play-in tournament. How do you feel about going up against the what's the name? The Rockets if they win. But CEO, this is where it gets interesting, right, CEO?
Mm-hmm.
If Golden State loses, they have another chance. The second play-in will be them versus the Kings and Mavericks. And let's be fair, we're going to pick Golden State over the Kings and Mavericks, which means they will play the Thunder in the first round if they lose that. So let's go with the first matchup, the Rockets and Grizzlies. Who would you take in that series?
The Rockets.
Rockets? Me too. Golden State and the Thunder. Who would you take?
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Thunder. Okay, and I feel like this. I feel like this might be your hot take. I think you're gonna go with Golden State. Is that right?
I will go with Golden State, bro. I'm gonna keep real. I will go.
Bro, this is your hot take, though. You know that, right?
Well, I have another one coming up too, but I would go Golden State, bro. If it was, I would pick Golden State, bro. I would pick go. I mean, bro,
Okay, I
experience.
mean, I'll go with OKC. I'll go with OKC, but that is the hot take. I think most people would agree with that.
I mean, Jimmy, bro. I mean, bro. I mean, Jimmy beat. I mean, no, this. I mean, CO. He beat the Bucks and your Celtics with nobody. Now you're giving them not Clay, Draymond and Curry with that Tracy guy that they have now who's bald. I mean, I'm not a big believer in the Thunder. I'm just
No,
not.
I realize that. It's just, I don't see them beating the Thunder.
You never know, bro. I mean, hey, man, you never know. But and then, yeah. So I mean, that's an interesting matchup. Once again, we don't. The West is very interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, CEO, we have the Timberwolves and the Lakers going off in the first round. CEO, who do you got?
I got the Lakers.
Now, I know that probably hurts to say.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Tims either. I think they're a pussy organization, but I just can't bet against Luca with LeBron and company. So I'm gonna go with the Lakers.
I'll go Lakers too. I mean, I wish Cat was with the Timberwolves because that would be an interesting matchup. Because I mean, people, on contrary to belief, people think I hate Cat. I hate him with the Knicks. I didn't hate him with the Timberwolves. He played his role, which was fine. But
Right.
with Julius Randle, a worse version than Cat, yeah, Lakers in 4. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I feel bad for Ant.
Nah, I mean, fuck. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Ant, so fuck. But continue.
You loved Ant last playoffs.
Yeah, but that's before I got to know him.
Oh my gosh! I mean, you gotta separate the off the court versus on the court, CEO.
Yeah, but I just don't. I don't like not the encore. I just don't like. Period.
I'm say I like him. He's cool. Nuggets and Clippers, CEO, and keep in mind Kawhi's healthy. Who do you got, CEO? Nuggets and Clippers.
Okay, this is a hard one, but I'm gonna go because this is as because a lot of people, we're gonna get into the whole. I mean, I guess the Nuggets fire their head coach, right? So
Yes.
I, I'm gonna go. They still got Jokic, obviously.
Yep.
I'm gonna go because this could either go two ways. This could go good for them or bad for them, depending how the team reacts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I'm gonna go with the Clippers. I'm gonna go with the Clippers.
Damn, you
Without
took my
saying.
hot take.
Oh, that's your hot take too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm going Clippers. And
Mhm.
number one, there's no more KCP. Number two, the Nuggets have Westbrook.
Westbrook, yes,
Westbrook. They have no coach. And CEO, I don't know if you know this, CEO.
yeah.
There might be some tension within that organization with two players. I'm Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Now, there's been rumors that Joker wasn't a big fan of the coach, Mike Malone,
Okay.
which is the reason why for his firing. But Jamal Murray came out yesterday before they played the Rockets their last game and said, I love the coach. He showed humility. And when the Nuggets wanted to trade Jamal Murray from all of his injuries, the coach was the only one that stood up for him and said, no, I need him. And they won a championship. So your superstar player and your star player going at it, which can mean trouble for them in the playoffs. And the Clippers, who are playing good basketball, they just beat Golden State today, CEO, for that 5th spot, which was very impressive. Kawhi, I think, had 25. James Harden had 28. Playing good basketball, I think Clippers can do it, bro.
I agree. I think the Clippers are a more. I think in terms of I think their mindset and mentality is better going into the playoffs right now than the fucking Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the organization is more at this point is more. It has an aura of we might upset people this playoff run, and I think that Harden, Kawhi. I think that they're going to do a lot of the carrying. Kawhi's only issue has been his bum knees,
Yeah,
but
he cooks on the court.
if it wasn't for his injuries, he'd be a top 5 player.
Definitely.
So
It's just that's my only concern with the Clippers is that it's Kawhi's knees. That's the only concern.
right,
Kawhi's fucking knees. That's it.
if you took away that element, then yeah, I mean the Clippers are a serious threat. So
I mean,
I'm gonna go.
Oh man,
I'm
yep.
assuming he's going to stay healthy for at least this series, and I'm gonna go with the Clippers. Like you said, I, the Nuggets are just. People are like, "Oh my God, the Nuggets are going to be this dynasty or whatever." No, no.
Yeah, okay. Nuggets only go. Oh shoot, Rozier. Hold before I read your
Yes,
not Rozier.
you know who the
Wait,
Nuggets are, bro.
you're not picking. You're not picking Houston, bro. I mean, you're not picking Golden State. That random editor.
See, he don't believe them, but you know who
I'll go see
you,
you.
you know what the Nuggets are going to be? They're going to be the Bucks.
That's a good. That's a good comp. That is a very good comp. Joker will be like Giannis because Giannis. I mean, Joker's getting the same uh shit that Giannis got a few years ago. Now, great. I do think Giannis. I mean, Joker's way better than Giannis. So,
Right, I agree.
but Jordan Francis, we're picking your Clippers. Golden State needs a rebuild. They're not rebuilding with Steph Curry on the team. Bro, they're gonna ride out Steph. No Diddy. They're gonna ride out Steph Curry till the wheels fall off because they know as soon as he retires, they're going right down. They're going right down the drain, bro.
Yeah, they're going to be trash, and then no one's going to be want to be. I mean, I think all the Golden State bandwagons have probably left by now.
Well, I think they're Curry bandwagons more than Golden State. To be honest with you.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just Golden State is going to be irrelevant once he. I mean, I don't blame him. You know that he won them 4 championships, right? So.
Well, we'll see, yo. My question here, and this is good because you're a Celtics fan, right?
Mhm.
How are you gonna feel if Boston wins a championship? They go back to back. How are you gonna feel about you guys being the Chiefs, where you're gonna have a bunch of fans like, oh, yeah, I've been a Boston fan since this, that, and the third, when we know for a fact they haven't been, like kind of like the Chiefs now or the Patriots back in the day.
Um, I usually don't. That usually does. I mean, it does. It doesn't really happen that much with the Celtics because they're kind of like the Yankees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's kind of like fuck that team forever. I mean, it's really hard. I mean, are there going to be bandwagons? Yes, but it's like you can usually know who the bandwagons are. They don't really know the roster. They don't know anything, so it's not. It doesn't really bother me. But I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, the Yankees are always successful. Do we think a lot of people probably, apart from like cultural appeal, like they wear their hats, but that's more for fashion. But apart from that, do you think Yankees get a lot of bandwagons? I think Dodgers probably get more bandwagons than the fucking Yankees do.
Uh, I know the Mets did after getting Soto, so but it's gonna be very interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because right now the NBA doesn't like the Chiefs. Currently, right now are the dynasty. Granted, we'll see what happens next year with them losing, but they're kind of the dynasty right now. There's no dynasty in the NBA. It hasn't been a dynasty since Golden State. See you. I mean, let's be for real. I mean,
Yeah,
Nuggets won one, Boston won one, Golden State won one, the Lakers won one. Uh, so it has been a consistent. It's been like parity. There has been a consistent bad guy or good guy to some people, and Boston has the closest chance now. Is Tatum's back? Correct?
yeah, he's back.
Yeah.
He's
So
been back.
I mean, looking at it from this perspective, CEO. I mean, Boston should be able to win the East, no question about it. I'm gonna keep it real with the CEO. You guys should. This is your championship to win. I mean, who's beating you guys in the West?
I mean, think
Oh,
about it, RJ. This is this is honestly the chance that they could actually create a dynasty again.
I will say this. I will be very interested to see how Jason Tatum plays in the playoffs. Jason Tatum has been lights out throughout this whole season. He's been.
Listen,
Go ahead.
if Tatum gets his second ring and he plays similarly and all that, people are still gonna come out with excuses and shit. It's gonna be hilarious watching it too. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, "Oh my god, look at John Moran," and shit like that. But then Tatum will be on his second ring, and it's still like, nah, nigga, he's he's corny.
Okay. Okay, man. Is this donkey of the day worthy, CEO? I'm gonna ask you as a Celtics fan.
No, let me say,
Who's your as a Celtics fan? Detroit scares me.
man, get the yeah, that's not good. But
Yeah, bro.
get
Oh,
the
good thing it's right over. It's right here, bro. I don't have to type it. Nigga, what? Huh?
what the Detroit scares you? Why?
Out of all the fucking teams in the East, you picked Detroit? Nigga, what? Dog,
I'd be
go ahead.
I'd be more afraid of the Knicks than fucking Detroit. Fuck out of here.
I gotta look something up. Maybe he knows something that we don't know.
No, it's just no. Even though we own the Knicks, but
Well, I mean that is Rozier fucking saying that shit. So I mean,
because they have aura. Man, yo, is that might be double donkey of the day, bro? You said because they have aura.
what? What aura, nigga? I'm the only nigga that hyping him up. Nigga, what? Nigga, what?
Oh, they can. Well, I'm worried because they have aura. What kind of fucking argument is that?
Yo, get the fuck out of here. Okay, I gotta look something up. Because maybe he knows something we don't fucking know. Just give me like one. This nigga really said because they have aura.
Oh my god. Because they have. I mean, he basically said that he's scared of them because they have swag.
All right, let me see. Why is it not showing
Man.
every time we play? All right, I just want to see the record throughout this year. Okay, so besides the last game, February 26th, the Celtics have beat the Pistons 3 out of 4 times. 130 to 120, 124 to 118, and 123 to 99. And that's the team that fucking what's the name is scared of. In what fucking world?
I don't know, bro. I mean, because they have aura. I mean, I guess he's a Celtics fan, so he thinks the Celtics probably have no aura.
See, yo, this is the same team that is scared of the Knicks coming to their stadium that they blocked out playoff game tickets. You can't buy a playoff game ticket right now for Detroit because they're so scared of the Knicks right now. The Knicks fan base taking over their stadium. But that's the team that has fucking aura. Rozier, this is why we don't take your sports take seriously, dog. You are a gay faggot retard who doesn't know shit about shit. Bro, didn't I tell you to stop talking about stuff, bro? Like, for real.
Just like, when did Najee become like Kaiju? That's what I want to know.
I think he's always been Kaiju. We just haven't been paying attention. By the way, Jaylen Brown didn't play in that game either, so just letting you know.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not worried about Detroit. I mean, that's just a ridiculous thing.
In what world? This nigga really said Detroit. Like, I can understand, like, Cleveland. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fucking Detroit?
I mean, because
like, niggas said they got aura, bro. I can't believe. I'm thinking something like okay, I'm looking up like okay, maybe the Pistons beat the Boston multiple times in the season. Like, no, they're 3-1 against fucking the Pistons. I'm like, okay, so what is it? Oh, they have aura. What?
How old is this? How old is this nigga again?
He's 20.
All right.
You YNs are fucking gay.
So he's 20, right?
Yes.
So when I was 20, this nigga was 12. All right, that makes sense.
Bro, it gives me Minnesota Denver vibes. Bro, that is too bro. There's no way in hell. Bro, they have no aura. Bro, no one. I'm the only one that made like a Pistons video. Like you're comparing so remember last year's CEO where the like Ant and the Timberwolves came out of nowhere and they went to the conference championship. He thinks that's gonna happen with the fucking Pistons. That's not fucking First of all, nigga, they have to go through the Knicks and Cleveland. Even if they beat the Knicks, they're not getting through Cleveland.
No.
What the fuck? In what world does that even make sense? Bro, Rozier, you do realize their coach is BJ Witherspoon, the same coach that got cucked out with the Cavs against the Knicks, Jalen Brunson's first year with Julius Randle and RJ Barrett. In what world do you think they're going to beat the Knicks? What?
No, he says, no, they'll go through against us after they beat the Knicks.
No, they won't. They're the 6th seed, which means the Cavs get the lower seed. So that means if the Pistons beat the Knicks, that means they get the Cavs because the Cavs have the first seed, and the first seed always plays the lower seed. You guys will either get the Pacers or the Bucks because they're 4 and 5.
Well, I
Bro,
think
it's my point, bro. It's my point. You don't know shit about basketball, bro. You don't even know how this shit works. The fuck?
Come on, bro. Their aura is going to take them all the way to the championship game, according to
Listen,
this thing.
listen, CEO, you know I've been on the Cade Cunningham Pistons. Like, okay, this is a team on the rise. But, bro, nigga, they haven't done shit. Bro, they, like what?
I got the Celtics in 7 against the Pistons. It won't
Nigga,
be as easy as
are you
you'll think.
fucking serious, nigga? Are you out of your fucking mind? Basketball sitting is not like American football sitting. Yes, it is, bro. Yes, it look, bro. Look it up. It's
Even,
literally what. Go ahead.
I mean, even first of all, I don't believe they're going to get past the Knicks. We'll
Yeah.
start with that. I just don't believe it. And to think that we're going to go, well, listen, if we go 7 against the Pistons, something's wrong because there's no way. We have Tatum, Brown, Porzingis, we have Al Horford, we have White, we have Jrue Holiday, and we're going to go 7 with the fucking with the Pistons. Fuck out of here, nigga. Yeah, I don't care if Brown is not 100%, nigga. We should still clear them. The fuck?
That's a fact. Brown's not 100%. Okay, fine. You got Derek White, you got Pritchard, you got fucking Jrue Holiday, Jason Tatum, Porzingis. Like, pick a poison, bro. Yo, Rozier, bro. Like, I think I told you, bro, or Rozier, whatever the fuck your name is. I'm on the close start, you dumbass. Dumbass, listen, bro. I told you football's not your thing. And you called it American football, so I'm assuming you like soccer. So that makes you 10 times more of a fag. So football is not your thing. Basketball is not your thing. I don't know. I don't know if you know. Well, you're a Red Sox fan, so baseball, I don't want to hear any of your baseball takes. So maybe try like tennis or some shit like that. Hockey. Maybe you and Brandon can talk about hockey, some along those lines, bro. Because I'm Pistons.
And like, I mean, it's just he forgets that how good the Celtics are defensively. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
facts. I mean, okay. Let's say K drops 30 every night. You're gonna rely on the Asar twin, a rookie, and Isaiah Stewart and Jaden Ivory, who's coming off injury, to score 20 plus points.
get the fuck out.
In
Get
what
the fuck
world?
out.
Oh my gosh, he must think it's like the '80s with the bad boy Pistons and the Celtics or something.
Yeah, because this is real bad.
Yeah, Roger. That shit. I'm shit. How many fucking retards do you have in that fan base, CEO?
I mean, Rozier's just a general. I mean, not Rosario, not just. Well, listen, he's just a generic Boston fan. So he's a fan of anything Boston. So that's probably why. But he knows he lacks very little knowledge regarding. Uh, I don't know his Patriots takes, but there probably is bad.
Yeah, bro. Do you live in Boston, Rozier? Is that what it is? Because I do realize you're a Red Sox, Boston, and a Celtics fan.
Yeah, he has to at least have some. All the majority of the people that do that like are. I live in Florida. How the fuck did that happen?
Yeah, I have no.
Because usually, like I understand when people are like, okay, I'm a Boston fan, but my basketball team's the Grizzlies, and like I understand that, right? But people that usually do like one city for all sports are usually because that's where they came from. Like like for example, like TRL, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's usually where they live. So I usually don't see people just being exclusively one city. If like he says, I live in Florida,
Yeah,
so I don't. I mean,
I'm just trying to figure out, like, dog. What is he? I'm still trying to wrap my head around. We're talking about the Pistons in Detroit.
he said, okay, okay, Yankees and okay, and you're Yankees and Celtics fans. So what? No, my thing is I have diversity in teams, right? So I'm telling you that usually when people pick a city, for example, like when TRL picks a city, it's because he's associated with that city. Whereas if you like a team, like you're not from that. Because listen, the reason I'm a Yankees fan and not a Orioles fan is because I was born a Yankees fan, right? If I wasn't born a Yankees fan, I'd probably be an Orioles fan, to be honest with you, and I'd be suffering right now. But I would probably be an Orioles fan. With the Celtics, I wasn't an NBA fan since, like RJ, you were an NBA fan since you were a kid, right?
Yes.
I didn't take that. I watched the NBA, but I was more of a I was with the NBA like RJ right now is with the NFL. No
Yeah.
team. I did not have a team, and then I kept talking shit about people's teams, and then people were like, "Oh, CEO, what the fuck are you talking about? Because you don't even have a team." So I just picked the team.
You made the right choice. I'll give you that.
You know what I'm saying? So, uh, and by the way, I got lucky because I picked them before they went on the run. So
Yeah, I think you picked them. I think they lost. I think you picked them before they went to the finals. They lost, and people were shit on them. And then now, I mean, hey, you got the. They look like a dynasty right now. So
yeah, it's a whole fact. And by the way, Maryland has no basketball team, and so
I mean, why the fuck would you want to loot for a Maryland basketball team anyway?
I
So
mean, I'm just telling you, yeah, they have no basketball team. So if I was to say regional, who the fuck would I root for? Not DC, because as I explained multiple times, oh, why are you a Wizards fan? Well, they left Baltimore to go to DC, so fuck
and second of all, why would you want to root for the
the
Wizards?
fucking Wizards in DC. I mean, now I live in DC, but that's more mostly for work. I don't give a rat's ass about DC sports. DC's a political city. It ain't a sports town.
Also, see, interesting about the Celtics. The owner, I don't know his name, but the owner for the Celtics, is I don't know if he's against the luxury tax, but he said if the Celtics win the finals, that he might pay for the luxury tax, which means you can keep all your players. But if the Celtics lose, he might have to let go of some key players. So something
Mm,
very interesting about that.
yeah, that is interesting. So I
But
mean,
uh
they can they can afford to do it. So
yeah, I'm still trying to figure out. Like, I'm still wrapping my head that this guy, out of all the people, all the teams in the East, this nigga said Detroit.
I mean, this is I don't know. Listen, we have a lot of Florida viewers. I just noticed that.
I mean, we got Donnie, we got Mike, we got Rogier. I don't know. I don't know anybody else. Oh, Josh, he's from Florida. I think that's really it that I can think of off the top of my head.
I mean, Florida is a very, I guess, popular state now,
Yeah.
but
What do
which
y'all
means it's going to go to shit soon. By the way,
facts? I think it's already there. But what
like
do y'all think about the what do y'all think about the Timberwolves Lakers series? Unfortunately, CEO's like he's picking the Lakers. Obviously, I'm picking the Lakers. I mean, the Timberwolves are cooked. Okay, they traded Cat and they have no like you have Julius Randle on your team. As someone who's a Knicks fan, like come on, bro, you're not going far.
no, you're not. And you know, it's funny because this whole Lakers thing, this might be, and I'm not talking about significant wise, because but this might be with the Lakers. It might be like Saquon going to the Eagles. It's like it might be the same thing where it's like Luca going to the Lakers. You feel me?
That'd be very significant. Well, we'll see. They have to get through your Boston Celtics.
No, I'm not saying they're going to win the championship. I'm just saying they could do like they could get out the West.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
I
Especially,
mean, and plus, who wouldn't want to watch the Lakers versus Celtics final series? Who wouldn't want
I
to watch
mean,
that?
bro. I said in my video the Lakers are the most interesting storyline. You have if the Cavs go to the finals, you have LeBron versus Cleveland. You have if Celtics go, you have Lakers and Celtics, old rivalry. LeBron versus a matured Brown and Tatum and a better squad. Luca gets his revenge, tries to get his revenge on the Celtics. That's a good storyline. And if somehow the Knicks get in there, you have New York versus LA. So I mean, it's not really a lose-lose situation for the NBA unless the Lakers
No,
lose.
no, that's what I'm saying. If we can get the Lakers versus Celtics, that'd be great for ratings. It'd be fucking
Oh,
great.
that's probably the best matchup. Just the storylines there, Luca versus the Celtics again, LeBron versus the Celtics. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be excited to watch that. I think everybody would. So
Matter of fact, actually, let me look up the head to head of this year. I know you guys blew them out one time by like 20, and that was with Luca, by the way. Lakers 2025.
like if this was just like Luca with the Lakers, and but this time it's you got LeBron, so there's an element there to it where because with Luca, the Lakers figured out. I mean, not the Lakers, the Celtics figured out how to stop Luca, right? Just let him shoot, right, and lock
Mhm.
down everybody else. So that seems like to be an effective strategy. It's kind of like what they do with the Nuggets, right? Like let Jokic get his points, but everyone just lock down everybody else.
So you guys only played twice this year and split it. Celtics won the last matchup March 8th and January 23rd. Did Tatum play this game? Because I don't see Tatum as. Yeah, Tatum played this game. They played horrible, though. Tatum only had 16, Brown only had 17. So, and Lakers won that game. This was before, yes, this was January 23rd. This was before Luca got there. So it's 1-1. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's great storylines all throughout. Not to mention, obviously, rival franchises, historically rival franchises.
No, that's, yeah.
This is like this is like Yankees versus Boston if they were not in the same conference.
Yeah.
So this is prime rivalry. This is first of all, this is the best rivalry in the NBA, hands down.
I agree.
So this would be perfect. And I think they finally probably do good numbers in the fucking NBA.
Facts. Uh, what's up, Chad? What's up, Apex Jack? What about Houston versus Boston? That's, I mean,
Not really. No.
are you talking about for ratings? Why? I think ratings, that'll be fucking
Rating
horrible.
ratings wise, yeah, that'd be fucking horrible.
And
Because
honestly, that would be a horrible finals because Boston will just fucking wipe the floor
like
with them.
If you're a basketball fan, that I mean, and they got to the finals, that'd be an interesting watch, maybe. But
Yeah.
not for like if that'd be worse. That'd be horrible for the NBA, like ratings wise, because Houston's not a big market. It's just not.
Houston's a big market, just
No,
not yet.
not in terms of like they're a decent sized market, but not like
You know
they're
what,
not.
CEO? You might be right. You know why? Because remember the years Jordan retired in
Yeah,
94, 95?
right.
The Houston Rockets went to the finals back to back with Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler, two Hall of Famers, and no one cared.
No,
No one cared.
it's just when you look at Houston, right? It's like the Texans, the Rockets. They're not iconic franchises. Uh, like people like everyone around the world knows what the fucking Lakers are.
Yeah.
Everyone around the world knows what the Yankees are, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty like I'm pretty sure like not even half this continent knows who the fuck the Rockets are, bro.
I mean, shit, are they the biggest? Are they even the biggest basketball team in their state? I mean, I think the Spurs are more popular than them.
Bro, I think the Mavs might be more popular. That's not even.
Facts. I ain't gonna care. Oh shit, I'm not even gonna care. That might be true. Master J says, and Finals MVP Bronny James. You misspelled Bronny, by the way, too.
Uh, Listen, I mean, Houston is the fourth largest city in America. No, that's fine, but it's just not popular with sports. I mean, you look at Houston, and it's not a. I'm being honest. It's not a sports town. I mean, they are in a sports state, right? But
Yeah,
like Texas is a very sports centric state. I get that, but I mean, they compete with Dallas. I mean, they compete with other cities in
San
Texas,
Antonio. The
San
Spurs are very
Antonio. So I mean, it's just not like most. If you're a Texas fan, you're more likely to be a Dallas fan than you are a Houston fan. It's just a fact.
the same thing with the Spurs. I mean, the Spurs, San Antonio, Texas. I mean, Tim Duncan, they have history. What the fuck? And plus, they have Wemby, CP3, and De'Aaron Fox. Also, Dallas might be a big. The way how the fans are revolting against Dallas, like I've never seen this in NBA history, where teams are literally saying fire them. Like there's like revolts. So that's how big Dallas is over fucking Houston. So
Right.
for
Not only that, it's just Dallas has been in the news so much because of the Luka situation
yeah,
and
like
and all that. So it's like Houston's a great story, but it's like, I mean, bro, I mean, even when Harden was there, I mean, the story was more Harden than it was Houston. I mean, it's not.
yeah, facts. I mean, there's like no one there that has, Rozier. I mean, since you're big into aura, there was no one there like James Harden back in 2016, 17, 18. No one on that team has that aura. Jalen Green, no. Amen Thompson, no. Sangoon, no. I think their biggest, you can make a case. Their biggest star on that team is the head coach, Emmanuel Doka.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, you
I
could.
mean, it'll be interesting Emmanuel Doka versus old team. That's just, I mean, I think you
Like I
need to be
said,
more.
it'd be interesting for a basketball fan, but not like when you're doing that. When the NBA is not only thinking about like us, they're thinking about casuals.
Yeah.
Casuals don't care about Houston. They just don't. I mean, like a casual could like casuals watch sports casual, right? Or they'll watch it once in a while. They'll watch a lot. There's a lot of people that only watch championship games. They don't really watch regular season or the playoffs. They just
Hmm.
watch they'll watch the Super Bowl. They'll watch the finals, and most of them. That's why the leagues always try to push teams like the Yankees, like Dodgers. They want to push teams like the Lakers and shit like that because they know casuals will tune in. But I don't think most casuals are not going to watch fucking Houston. It has to be both teams. They're not going to watch. Oh, we're going to put Houston versus the Pistons. Like
That'll be horrible.
that'd be. I mean, it'd be for a basketball fan. You'd be like, okay, these are two super young teams, and somehow they made the finals. That'd be an interesting watch.
Yeah,
But
like me, like we would enjoy it because we're basketball fans. But the guy on the streets, like, oh, who's in the finals? The Pistons and Houston.
oh,
Okay, I'm
fuck out
watching
of
something else.
it. Yo,
Like, come on, man. Andrew, what's up, Andrew? This is a new guy. I don't know who this guy is. Andrew, he's a Warriors fan. I really thought the Warriors were a better team than what I saw today by them. Yeah, you guys lost to the Pistons. I
yeah,
mean,
I mean, random editor is also a Warriors fan, and
yeah.
he thinks Houston's going to beat them. So you're not on the same. You're not
And the
only you're not
Rambler
the only
brings up.
Warriors fan who said
Go ahead.
what happened.
Oh, did you finish talking?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Ram Matter brings up a good point. No one, the Cowboys are completely other trash, and there's more hope with them. There's more talk about them than with Houston. I mean, come on, bro.
by the way, RJ, I'm a Cavs fan now. Jesus Christ.
No, you're
Good luck
not.
with
Go
that.
fuck yourself.
Good luck with that.
Nigga, why would you root for the Cavs, nigga? The Lakers are actually good. The Warriors got swept by the Clippers again in the regular season. That is sad. We lost to the Clippers in OT, LOL.
I mean, Clippers aren't bad.
I mean, the Clippers are not bad. I mean, bro, you guys should be used to losing to Kawhi Leonard. So, I mean, it's no harm, no foul with that.
Jeez. I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
yeah. I mean, I don't think like the Clippers are a good. Like we got them upsetting the Nuggets, so
Yeah, so I mean, it's not bad. Like we got them as a second round team. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, I mean, Rockets in the finals is like that's not happening. They're too young, bro. And plus, that's a 4-game series. Like Boston's gonna blitzkrieg the fuck out of them, though.
yeah, absolutely.
Come on, man. Like that. Nah, come on, man. But ain't even Kawhi. Harden dropped 40. I gotta look up whole time because I gotta look up this because they were showing the Bucks and the Pistons on my TV. So I'm like, I'm not watching that shit. So all right.
I mean, ever since Harden joined the Clippers, he's been pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta see this game. Okay, so Clippers beat today, CEO. The Clippers beat Golden State 124 to 119. I just want to look up the box score real quick. Game stats. No, not game stats, game box score. Let's look at it. Kawhi had 33 points. James Harden had 39 with 10 assists. Fucking Zubac had fucking 17 rebounds and 22. Nolan Powell had 11 points. Chris Dunn had 11 points. All right, let's see. Jimmy Butler had 30. Steph had 36. Damn. So them niggas really went at it. Shit. Dre had 14. Brandon Poznowski had 19. So I mean, not a bad game per se. I mean, bro, Jimmy dropped 30 and Curry dropped 36. You really can't blame them.
No.
So, what's your thoughts on March Madness? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't watch a single fucking game throughout this whole March Madness.
I'm gonna keep y'all. I'm also be honest with you. I probably watched even less than RJ.
You know what
Even
I'm saying?
less than RJ.
I watched a few games here and there, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, there's no aura. You want to talk about aura?
RJ, you know what was my the most information that I gathered from March Madness this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was seeing Taj's and your guys' Discord message about Florida winning it. That was
Yeah,
literally all I got. Like I did not turn it on. Like I don't care that it was Florida. What? Who?
Maryland.
Florida and Maryland
Yeah, it was Florida, Maryland. I think yes,
in the finals.
in the yep finals.
Bro, I lived in Maryland for like 20 years, and I didn't watch. Like it's listen. We just
No,
have to
my
move
bad,
on.
Houston. My Houston. My bad.
Oh,
Oh,
Houston.
speaking of Houston, nigga. Speaking of Houston.
Okay. It was Houston. Okay, thank God. Thank God it was in Maryland because I'm not. I kind of felt bad not watching it. But listen, Houston versus perfect example, RJ. And by the way, let's just call it what it is. College men's basketball is dead.
Yeah, it's dead. It's dead. It's gone. I mean,
The
granted,
WNBA probably gets more hype than the fucking college men's basketball. That's saying a lot.
that's true. That's true. Granted, they do have NIL, so maybe they can keep some of the stars longer to build up their brands and maybe build it up again. But I mean, until that's happening, it's fucking dead. Like March Madness is dead. I want to like it, but when Cooper Flag is your main character, there's a problem.
It's just there's no hype. Listen, for example, prime example, someone like Zion should have stayed extra years.
He did. He stayed 2 years to you.
I mean, he stayed 2 years.
Yes, he stayed two. I
Okay,
think that
ideally at least an extra 3 years.
3 years. Yeah.
At least if you have stars for 3 years, like in college, like for example, NFL football, right?
Mm-hmm.
College players usually stay like 3 to 4 years in college.
Yeah. Even like, especially the quarterbacks.
Like 3 to 4, that gives time. For example, this nigga Howard from the quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
like he won the championship for Ohio State, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's playing another season, right?
Yes.
So in the NBA, that shit would have happened. Like, like, there's no developing players. Like, there's no getting used to players. There's no, like, you can root for a player for at least 3 to 4 years. That doesn't really exist. It's one or done for major stars. It's one or done. And one and done for major stars. And maybe, like you said, you'll get 2 years if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And the only 4 year players are players that are going to be in the fucking G League for like the rest of their lives. So
Yeah.
it's dead, bro. It's not fun. Like I'm pretty sure women's college basketball has more fucking hype with UConn and shit like that. Like, I
Yeah.
mean,
Even though that the ratings went down with that because Caitlin Clark ain't there no more.
like it's sad, bro. It's sad that Caitlin Clark is bigger than any college basketball star right now. Male basketball star.
Is it me or did COVID kill No, March Madness has been dead for years, bro. That was way before COVID. Like, bro, like this isn't back in the day where Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon and Tim Duncan stayed for 3 to 4 years. Like, bro, it's one or done with these kids, and then they come in. Bro, there's a reason why Ant didn't start popping off until like 2024, and even though he's been in the league for 4 years, because let's be for real, CEO. He played 1 year of college. He came into the NBA in his first 2 to 3 years. Those were his college years, learning the game.
Right.
So it is. So it is what it is there. But CEO, I did see something interesting that the college basketball is offering more money than NBA rookie contracts, which means some college basketball players might say, I might want to stay for a few years and collect more money in college than basketball, which could be a good thing for NCAA. So
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I agree. Listen, the problem is the retention of talent. For example, college football. Now that because I'm never a big college football guy.
yeah,
You got me into it. Now I actually care more about it.
yeah,
Because I get to roast Austin Kid because Oregon's shit. So I like that. And by the way, college football is just way more exciting than college basketball. Uh,
yes,
and it's just fun. It's fun. So I definitely think that college football is doing it way better. Maybe because I think that I don't know when kids are eligible for the draft in
college
college
football,
football. Like maybe there's a requirement that you have to stay at least 2 years,
21.
like
You have to stay until you're at least 21.
21, right? So maybe honestly they should do that for the NBA. You have to be 21 to be in the league. That way you don't have 18-year-olds entering the fucking league.
I think Whitlock talked about that. I think Whitlock talked about that. Like David Stern, Adam Silver, like, no, we want these guys in here quick, fast, and hurry. So I mean, I think he brought up the fact, it was very, very good fact. If I could find the video, I'll send it to you. That they don't really care about college. So I don't
I
know.
mean,
This is like back in the early 2000s. So I really don't know.
I don't know. I feel like listen, call. I feel like 21's a good age to enter a league in every sport. I think that's ideal. I don't see the point of putting 18-year-olds and put them in with fucking 35-year-olds in their prime or like 28, 29-year-olds. I just don't see the point of that.
Yeah, facts. RJ, you never gave me your thoughts on FSU. I think FSU, FSU is gonna shock some people. You feel me? We
Well,
got Thomas Castrodio, so with his old
well,
offensive coordinator.
all right. If you want the realistic thing, we're cooked. We're most likely cooked. That's
I'm saying.
that's a realistic perspective when it comes
And
to FSU.
yeah,
We're
bro,
cooked.
we can win the ACC. I mean, there's no more. I mean, Carson Beck's with Miami, so I think we're good.
And as far as Master J's question, is UFC really good or is that just Brandon being a dumbass? No, interesting. No, the UFC is actually really good. Our just getting into it more, you know.
Yeah, last night Volk and fucking Diego, that was a good ass fucking fight.
So it's a good product. I like the UFC. Just because Brandon likes it doesn't mean it's shit. But I understand where you're coming from with it.
Well, there's two. I think this is a two-part question. Is UFC good? If you're liking it for UFC, yes. Do I think it's this worldwide thing that Brandon thinks it was gonna be? No, because I mean, I don't know if you saw the crowd yesterday, CEO. It was fucking, it was dead, and they were in Miami too.
No, the problem is there are certain fighters that it's the same thing with every sport. It's kind of like
Yeah, yeah,
it's again. This is why it's always the name brand, right? For example, when Connor was fighting, that shit was absolutely sold out, right?
yes,
When, for example, and there's multiple part. I think when Pereira fights, it's usually sold out.
yeah.
Or when these, but when you got fucking, I'm sorry, when you got Volkan Diego Sanchez, yeah, it's a good. I mean Lopez, it's a good fight, but no one gives a rat's ass about Volkan and Lopez. I'm sorry. I mean, the main event should have probably been fucking Pimplet and Michael Chandler that people were probably more
I feel
interested in
that
that.
was the main event because out of all the fights, those are the guys with the names.
Like, trust me, like Patty, although he's fucking irritating as shit. I will say this: at least he got rid of that corny ass haircut. Um,
He got cornrows. That probably makes me dislike him even more.
makes you dislike him more.
Yeah.
I mean, the weird Beatles haircut didn't you thought was better.
Well, it was faggy, but that was like, it was like, for a fag, you deserve a fag haircut. Now you have cornrows. Like, that's not, it's actually cool. Like, nah, bro, fuck out of here.
Well, listen, Patty,
Destroyed
um,
freaking
he
Chandler.
absolutely destroyed him.
Yo,
I'm a,
Chandler, bro, go away.
yeah,
Please go
go,
away.
yeah. I'm sorry. Listen,
You're
I
not
like
getting.
Chandler.
Come on,
I'm
man.
I'm a fan of Michael Chandler. I'm a fan. I like him. He always tries
Yeah,
to
it would
bring
be
it.
cool to be a fan of him like 7 years ago. It's 2025. It's about time to pack it up now.
Yeah, he's what 38. Yeah,
He's 38, bro. And you're not John Jones. You're not Alex Pereira. You're not Grayson. You're not Volk, who's like 35, 36. Like, bro, you are done. And you
yeah.
keep waiting for Connor. Like, Connor's laughing at you, bro. He's like, bro, this idiot really thinks I'm gonna come back and fight him.
No, I
No.
mean to be frank, that might be what Connor likes because Connor is afraid to fight now.
Yeah.
Uh, so listen, in terms of stars, Sean O'Malley's a star. Patty's a star, and those are stars. Now, listen, I can't wait till and I'm tired of the Russian niggas, but if this dude ever gets to fight Islam, I'm gonna enjoy seeing him just Islam destroy him. I'm just gonna be honest.
Oh.
Uh, Islam, you know who he is?
No, I know who Islam is. Who are you talking about?
The Patty destroys Patty. That nigga will
I
destroy him.
would, I would be a Russian, bro. Islam would fucking. I will love it. I will buy the pay per view. I will
So,
buy the pay per view.
yeah, he's not getting far, but yeah, UFC's good, but will it ever have the appeal of like the NBA or the NFL? Probably not.
No.
It's just too violent. It's too violent for people.
And
Uh,
also, I'm still not convinced you can get over in America without a lot of American stars. Like,
I mean, what American star? I mean, we really have no like. Listen, the sport's biggest star was fucking Irish.
yeah, and
Uh, like we haven't had a great like a huge star since fucking Ronda Rousey, and she was a
I mean,
girl.
I guess John Jones.
He's a star in terms of like legends in the sport, but he's not necessarily like he wasn't as popular as like for example, like even Brock Lesnar when he was in the UFC. I mean, it's just American stars aren't there anymore, and it's more the biggest stars have been international, and which is okay, I guess, because I guess the UFC brands itself as an international league like the fucking NBA.
Yeah, sure.
But I just don't like. I mean, do you guys really think Patty's going to be a big? I mean, he's big in the UK, obviously, but is he going to appeal to a lot of Americans? I mean, unless you're a fag like Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, that's a fact. I mean, if I go on the street and say, "Hey, do you know who Pinblock Patty is?" I'm pretty sure not a lot of people will know. I'm gonna just keep it real. See, I don't think a lot of people will know.
No,
Hell, see, I mean, if I went on the street and say, "Do you know who Michael Chandler is?" They'll probably be like,
no,
"Who the fuck is that?"
that'd be worse. Yeah, that'd be worse. I mean, yeah, there's not like the only person that you in UFC RJ that you could go around and say, and maybe you'll get a lot of people to be like, yeah, I know he's Conor McGregor. That's about it.
Yeah, and Conor McGregor had a lot of American swag to him, so that's why he kind of got over. And maybe Ronda Rousey. Other than those two, I mean, you have to go into like the Brock Lesnar, the CM Punk type of shit. Like, I mean, even like, and I like Pereira and I like Tom Aspinall, but if I go around and say, "Hey, do you know who Alex Pereira and Tom Aspinall is?"
No,
They're probably like, I'm just now starting getting the UFC. I didn't know who these guys were until a year I got into UFC.
no, but when you weren't in the UFC, you knew who Conor was.
Who? Yeah,
When
yeah.
you,
Before I got into UFC, yeah, I knew who Connor and Ronda Rousey were, and Rampage Jackson and John Jones were. That's it.
yeah, it's just it has a star issue. For example, some of the best fighters right now, right, RJ,
Hmm.
and not only just like recently, but probably of all time. For example, Islam's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yes, absolutely.
Go around asking who the fuck is Islam Makhachev, niggas are gonna look at you like, who the fuck is that?
Facts.
Like, go around ask people who he's not gonna Hall of Famer, but he's beating everyone's ass. His name is Shavkat Rakhmonov. Go ask people who Shavkat Rakhmonov is on the street.
Yeah,
Like, it's just it has a star issue, so that's the problem with it. Like, in order for the UFC to gain more, like the UFC grew so much because of Conor.
yeah,
You need another Conor McGregor, preferably someone with an easy name, not like Shavkat Rakhmonov. You need someone with an easier name. You need somebody with swag, someone who knows how to shit talk, uh, someone who can embarrass people. and
As
who's
you
good at
said,
fighting. Oh, and plus someone who knocks people the fuck out. People prefer you're gonna get a lot more famous knocking people out than you would submitting them. That's just a fact.
yeah. Like Khabib is one of the greatest fighters ever. If I were to go on and say, like, hey, do you know who Khabib is? They'll probably like, no. Well, they'll probably know who he is because of Connor. That's it.
Yeah, but like Islam, Khabib, like they submit people ground
Yeah,
and
that's not.
pound,
Now,
which
granted,
is
that's interesting to me because I'm a
yeah.
UFC guy. But I mean, for the
But
average
like
cat, like it's
people want
just
to see people like Conor McGregor. He knocked people the fuck. People want to see people get knocked out.
yeah.
It's just like when you see it. Like if you saw like we're fans of the UFC, but if you what's more interesting, seeing someone get knocked out on like flash knocked out
Yo,
or seeing somebody get submitted.
hell, when Diego knocked down fucking Vogue, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's just it looks better. Like when you if someone knocked out someone with a roundhouse kick, like an unexpected roundhouse kick, and just leveled him and just absolute lights out, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god!" Like people want to see knockouts. Why do you think? Why do you think boxing was popular for so long? Because
I
people
mean,
got
bro,
knocked
so I
out.
mean, what's his name? I was watching this one fight. I think it was. Oh my gosh, I forgot who the fighters were, but it was like this one guy. He was just wrestling the whole time. The crowd was literally booing.
Booing.
Well, speaking of that, we have the NBA and UFC expert in here. Just came to continue celebrating the GOAT, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, making an amazing comeback and reclaiming his championship, burning the suicide note.
Okay, for some reason, Brandon has a crush on Volk, which is not surprising because Brandon is gay. But uh, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a problem with Volk. Like, I don't dislike him, but I'm not. Does Brandon like him because Volk is short and he can
I
like
have
identify with
this
him?
is my first time. I mean, I don't know if I haven't been paying attention, but this is my first time hearing him talk about Volk. So
I'm
I don't.
assuming Brandon likes Volk because he's short and he can identify with him. That's what I'm assuming. I'll assume that.
How tall is Volk? Was he like 5'6"?
No, I think he's. I think he's. Yeah, he's 5'5", 5'6". Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Brandon sees himself in Volk. I think.
No, Volk's a fucking animal. Did you see his fights against Max Holloway, bro? Fuck
No,
out of here.
Volk. Like, don't get me wrong. Volk is a Hall of Famer. Volk is a legend. Volk. It's just that Volk hasn't been the same since Islam got to him. So
Well, that's what Islam will do to people.
yeah. So Volk. I mean, Volk is not bad. Like Volk is a good dude. Like I don't hate on Volk. I'm
Yeah, I like
just.
Volk. I have no problem with him winning. I didn't
I'm
know.
just. I'm just interested to know why Brandon finds him appealing. Personally, like I have no issue with Volk. I think he's a good dude, but I just find it weird that he finds him this appealing.
I mean, a lot of people like him.
Like he'll, and I can understand because he probably views characters who's Brandon shits on us because we like watching John Jones fight.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, fucking Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall's gonna get John Jones. Like Brandon gives a fuck about John Jones beating his wife or some shit.
I can understand where he's coming from. What did who's going to? Who did you know who's going to the Superman match today? Bro, are you on something? What the fuck?
Who did know who's going to the Super Bowl? What?
Yo, man, y'all niggas need a wait. What's good, everyone? UFC was interesting. It's better than the trash. So yeah, I agree, Kaji. It's a good. That's a good assessment.
I don't know. COW has been pretty good, man.
It's just, listen, bro. I'm not saying I'm not. I can understand people that grew up with it. Like it's just, I grew up with it too, but it's just like, it's just,
Murray said, "What the fuck?" Oh, shit.
it's just stunt people. It's stunt actors who, basically that's it. Stunt actors. Like they're how in movies you have stunt doubles.
Yes.
It's like you have actors that do their own stunts. That's WWE. Like, is it dangerous? Yes, because doing stunts is dangerous, right? Inherently dangerous. Like, is it fake in terms of like everything scripted? Absolutely. It's kind of like a movie of sorts. So I understand why people like it. So I'm not shitting on people that like it, but I just for me, it's just it died after 2012 for me.
Yeah. Brandon says any fighter I say is my favorite, you say is weird. Life is more about being more than being short and tall. Volk is the greatest featherweight of all time. Shit broke my heart watching him get
No, no.
KO'd twice.
So,
Look at the
so
legacy. Well, hold on. Look at the legacy he built, and you'll realize why he's my favorite fighter. Brandon
okay,
says.
well, there's a couple things. Any fighter I'd say is my favorite, you say is weird, not true, because I don't really shit on Tom. Life is more than being short and tall. Okay, no one cares. Volk is the greatest featherweight of all time. Shit, okay, yeah, but I mean, John Jones is the greatest heavyweight of all, or lightweight of all time. You wouldn't give a rat's ass to see him get KO'd twice if he got KO'd. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm telling you, what you can't bring to me like resumes what matters, because there's also people that like John Jones with excellent resumes in the fucking UFC. So I'm asking you, what do you find so appealing about him? Because there's a lot of Hall of Famers and legends and legacies. You know what I'm saying? So seeing him get KO, there's a lot of legends that got KO. So I'm asking you specifically, what about him do you like? Do you like his personality? Is that what you like? Like that's what I'm referring to. You know what
Man,
I'm saying?
Volk's a good guy. I like Volk.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you find appealing about him? Like, that's what I'm saying. It can't only be because of the legacy he built, because there's a lot of UFC fighters who have fucking great legacies, and some of them even have better legacies than he does.
Yeah. Fuck, I was about to say something. But Brandon, you'll have the chance, and then you'll be up in your studio. You'll have the chance to ask Brandon about everything because he will be returning next Sunday because the NBA playoffs will be here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Chad. If you can, in one word, Chad, if you can describe Brandon, what would you describe him as in one word? And make sure not to get censored.
Speaking of, since we got Brandon in here, right? And I don't want to go fully into this CEO because I have a video about this coming out not next week, the week after. I am not the biggest fan of Abdul Carter. I'm not a big fan
Oh,
about it. I'm not a big fan of him. If you look up, I watched him for the last 3 years. CEO, his first year he had 6.5 sacks. His
okay.
second year, 2023, he had 4.5 sacks, and this year he had a splash. He had a splash year with 12 sacks. I'm like, okay, he had a good year last year, but it's giving me Jadeveon Clowney, Kayvon Thibodeau vibes, where he was trash majority of his college year, but he had one good year, and now
Mhm.
people are gonna overhype him. And keep in mind, CEO, the Pac-12 got disbanded and went to the Big Ten and Big 12, so he got to play against a lot of shit teams.
Yeah.
And also, Jim Harbaugh left Michigan, which means Michigan was trash. So, and Michigan State fired their coach. I'm forgetting his name, but I, I'm not a I'm not a big fan of Abdul Carter.
I think people are are tracking his potential, because I think he's kind of like Michael Parsons in that he played a different position before,
Mm-hmm.
and now he plays defensive end. So in his first year playing that position, he got 12 sacks. So
Yeah,
it's kind of that's where that's coming from. It's kind of like Michael Parsons, where it's not like, oh shit, he played this position before, he was pretty good at it, but now he's a pass rusher, and now he's doing great numbers. So that's where the hype is coming from. Like I can understand it, because I think people are projecting like he's another Michael Parsons type figure.
I first of all, I'm not even the biggest fan of Michael Parsons. That's number one, and number two, and I also get because they both wear number 11, but I'm not a big fan of that. And I know he switched from linebacker to DN, but you gotta look at this in context. They played a lot of shit teams this year, so obviously he's gonna, I mean, where was he against Ohio State? And like, come on, man, where was he against Notre Dame? So I'm not the biggest fan of him.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from. Like the only like there's I understand where you're coming from. I don't think he's gonna be trash. I
Well,
think
this
he'll
year's
be
gonna be trash. I just don't think like taking them number 4 or 5. Nah, I want to go at 5.
all
4.
right. So responding to the clown that is Brandon.
Or which one? The Abdul Carter one or the UFC one?
We'll read both of them.
Okay, bet.
No one cares about height, but you mentioned height. I'm just saying because you can relate. That's all I'm saying. As far as Volk, dude's a great guy. I love his fighting style with the Tiger Muay and the rugby background. Who cares about rugby? Also, his resume is top tier, top five at the question mark. All right, that's good for you, Brent. Abdul is gonna be good. Well, Brandon thinks so. You might be on something, RJ. The team he goes to is important, though. I agree with that. Like Kayvon, it would be hard for him to succeed on a bad team. Okay, nah, I can agree with that. He's not as generational as some say, but he's a great talent. Okay, that's a fair take.
I disagree with that. Miles Garrett has been amazing throughout his whole
Oh, yeah.
tenure with
No, well,
Cleveland.
Miles Garrett is a generational talent. He is.
JJ Watt's been great with the Steelers. Granted, they make the playoffs, but he's been great. JJ Watt was winning defensive. He was in MVP conversation with the Texans. So I disagree
Oh,
with
yeah.
that.
Uh, yeah, you're right about that, RJ. Abdul isn't going to be Miles Garrett or Watt. No, he's probably going to be. He'll
Okay, Max
probably,
Crosby.
you
Max
know,
Crosby is cooking.
he'll bow. You know who's going to be? Maybe he'll be Joey Bosa without the injuries.
Joey, maybe. Joey's all right.
That's what I'm
I'm not
saying. Like,
saying I'm not saying he's gonna be bad. I just don't see the hype with him. I just like if he goes to Cleveland, if he goes to the
wait,
Giants, I just don't
wait.
see it.
Okay, wait, hold on. The only thing I would say is if the Giants draft Abdul Carter, that's going to be a shitty pick. I
With a
think that
pick,
would be a shitty pick.
like I just don't. Now, if you put him with Max Crosby with the Raiders because they have the sixth pick, okay, fine. Now he's probably going to be getting single cover. Now he can do something. I just don't. I just don't see the hype with him. I just don't.
But I think Brandon likes Abdul. He wouldn't mind drafting him at third, which I think would be a horrible idea.
Well,
Um,
he's a Penn State fan.
he's a what?
Brandon's a Penn State fan.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that makes sense. I forgot about that. But listen, if the Giants don't draft Shador, it's going to be a shitty draft. I'm going to keep it a buck. And listen, I'm not high on Shador. I think he's a, uh, you know who he kind of plays like? He's kind of like an Alex Smith.
Who?
You know, he's a mostly a pocket passer. He's not really that fast, if we're being honest.
Wait, who are you
Um,
talking about? Shador?
yeah,
He's like a mobile Alex. That's not. I think he throws the ball way too a lot more deeper than Alex Smith.
but I think that's where he'll be like Alex Smith in terms of like you can win with him, but he's not going to be in the top 10 discussions in terms of quarterback. He'll probably hover around 15.
Yeah, I did a playoff predictor of Pistons versus Knicks, and if the Pistons beat New York, they'll play the Celtics. They're not playing the Celtics, bro.
If he ended up on the Eagles like team, he'd go. Yeah, obviously, if he ended up on the fucking Eagles, by the way.
That's nowhere. I think the Eagles are 32nd. There's no if he falls that further.
No, then I would say every GM is retarded. Uh, he'd go crazy like Jalen Carter is good for them, but would he be as good somewhere else? I mean, probably. I don't
Bro,
know.
if people are talking about Dual Carter. Like, people have him going in the top five. So, if you're a top five pick, you're supposed to be generational. I don't see him being like a
Right.
Miles Garrett or something along those lines where it's like he's going to, even if he goes to a shit team, he's going to cook. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I can understand. Listen, I understand. I'm just looking at his draft, right? Because we're probably going to go into when's the draft at the end of this month, right? Uh,
Um, Not this week, not this Thursday, but next Thursday.
yeah, we'll see if we get into the draft. RJ's not really a draft expert per se, but
I'm one of the best draft experts. What are you talking about?
so I mean, maybe we'll discuss the draft in detail, but I will say this: Cam Ward is not generational. So that's a horrible pick for
Right.
the Titans.
None of these quarterbacks are generational.
No, so I can, I could understand why if the Giants don't pick a quarterback, because I'm just being honest. I think the majority of these quarterbacks are pretty mid, right? Below mid, actually. Because I'm only Cam and Shador are probably the only ones that you can make an argument for that they could be a mid to slightly above mid.
Yeah.
But after that, it drops off a cliff. You're talking about backups. So I I can understand that, but all I'm saying is, would you still draft Shador? You have to at that point, still, right? Even if
Carson Beck's going to Miami, so he's not coming out this draft. Apex Jack.
like I think you still have to draft him, right?
Shador to New York?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I guess they're waiting for Arch.
I mean, but
No,
Arch isn't coming out in like 2 more years, right?
I don't think the Giants care.
Okay, so I mean, look, I just first of all, you have to you have to be well positioned. Obviously, Dable and company are not going to want to lose out for the next few years because they're not going to have a job in the
Well,
next few years.
yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, see, I'm not a Giants fan. Ask Brandon what the Giants do. I don't fucking know. They got Russ and Jameis, so I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Just,
Master J actually said something smart. Giants are a train wreck. I agree.
Ewers is a bum. Yeah, he is a bum.
I honestly forgot he was coming out this draft.
It's either Sanders or Hunter. Take quarterback if he's there. If somehow both are gone, Hunter is cool. I mean, it's just I'm gonna keep it a buck. Hunter's great and all that, but he's gonna be a receiver. So if you're okay with playing, first of all, if you draft him as a cornerback, not as good, not as good. If you draft him as a receiver, he's probably the best receiver in the draft. So yeah, I mean, I guess they need another receiver next to Neighbors, right? So you could make an argument for that because Malik is legit, and I think you would agree at this point. So
Yes.
Neighbors is legit. You do need a number two, and getting Neighbors and Hunter as your top two receivers. I'm not going to lie, it is attractive. Uh, but again, it's like I'm not going to hate on it too much because I can understand where they're coming from, but you got to be careful because if your team allows him to do that double, like being a corner and receiver, because I'm just keeping it honest, Giants are a retarded organization, and if they're going to do that shit, then that's going to be a horrible pick because he's going to be injury prone, absolutely. So
Please take Quinn. Well, Quinn already declared for the draft. It's actually not. It's actually not a good thing that the Warriors are in the playing again this year because they failed to beat the Clippers at home today. Well, I mean, the Andrew the Goat's really concerned. I mean, once again, Andrew, I got you guys beating. I got you guys beating. The Rockets and the fucking what's the name
he
and
has
okay.
you. He has him beating OKC now. That's a hot take.
I see. I'm trying to tell you, OKC is not built like that.
No, I don't think they're gonna. I I understand where you're coming from. I'm not as high in them as everyone else is, but I don't see them losing to Golden State though. We getting
Um,
Travis
we're
according
getting
to.
Simp Hunter to help Christian and Stefan Diggs.
I mean, first of all, Kaju, he's Travis Hunter, and by the way, I don't know. I'm not saying that Travis isn't legit, right?
Hmm.
But I do think he's also slightly overhyped.
I think he should just play straight corner. I wouldn't put him at receiver, but that is what it is.
I mean, according to what I saw, it, it's just like first of all, the whole idea of him playing two ways is
Not
retarded.
happening.
It's
Not happening.
retarded, and not only and it shouldn't happen. First of all, the dude's like a buck 70, soaking wet. He'll get injured right away.
He
Plus,
got injured throughout college.
like honestly, RJ, I think he'll be injury prone. That's just me. I don't wish it
He is.
on him, but he'll be injury prone in the league, and he won't live up to expectations. In my opinion, I just don't see it, which is unfortunate. But I, if I'm drafting, I probably rather go let somebody else pick them up. To be honest with you, and just pick something more tangible. Like if you're drafting Hunter, then maybe you should think about moving back of the draft. Because let me be honest, Kaiju, Patriots need a lot of shit. So why would you draft if Hunter's there? I'm looking at it like he's injury prone. He's already skinny. He wants to play two positions. I don't want to play him. I don't want him playing two positions. That's already an issue. Uh, I don't think he has character issues, but it's one of those things that if I'm the Patriots, RJ, I'm like, listen, I'll move back a couple of spots. Maybe I'll get Ashton Genty, and I'll pick up some draft picks along the way, and I'll put a what looks like to be a generational type running back with May, and take some of the heavy load off of him. What do you think about that?
I said that in my Ashon Genty. Don't be shocked. You have Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel's a very old school guy. I mean, look what he did with Derrick Henry. Do not be shocked that if number 4 they take Alshon Genty.
No, but do you not think that's a better move though?
For the Patriots, yes.
Yeah, because think about it, right? We saw that a running back, if you have a good running back, he could carry a quarterback. We saw that.
Yes.
If I'm the Patriots, I'm gonna get Genty because Genty looks legit. He's the best running back in the draft. The second best running back in the draft, you could make an argument that uh, what's his name, Omarion
Amarion, yes.
he's also good, right?
Yes.
So you could make an argument like if I'm the Pacers, I'm legitimately thinking about trading back, picking up one of the good running backs, and just filling out the roster. Because what's the point of getting Hunter if the dude? I just don't see him. And plus, you got to think. I just don't see it. I wouldn't do it personally. I think it's too much risk.
Yeah. Genty's going to be a cowboy, unfortunately. No way he falls that far.
And you made a good point. Raiders wouldn't be a bad place for him.
Yeah, Raiders will be good too. But I don't think he falls that far to the. I don't know where the Cowboys are, but I don't think he falls that far.
Yo, he would cook on the Ravens.
Yeah, but well, you guys got Henry, so
No, but I mean, Henry's old, right?
well, as a 1-2 punch, that would be amazing.
Yeah, think about it, right? You got Lamar. We're the best running team in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
You put Genty in a running scheme like us, bro, he would cook.
And he gets slurmed behind fucking
Henry.
Derrick. That's not a bad because he's not. I mean, he can catch the ball, but he's more of a run the ball type of guy, and that's what Derrick Henry is. If I'm the Patriots, I'll take Will Campbell and get weapons later in the draft to protect May. Not a bad guy.
That's not,
Cowboys.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, but random matter, you could trade back to get Will Campbell too. You could trade back
Yeah, I don't think Genty falls that far down, Brandon. If he does, then
because
it is what it is.
Will
But
Campbell is projected to be a guard, not a tackle.
Will,
So
Will Campbell's arms are way too small. Fuck that.
right, so he's going to be a guard over a tackle because you need to be you need to be big. So he's projected to be a guard, right?
Yeah.
You're not taking a guard at top five. I don't think anyone's doing that. So
No.
if you're going to pick up someone like Will Campbell for protection, I have no problem with that. But trade back and get picks.
Yeah.
Well, we need more weapons on offense. Stephon Diggs can't do it himself. Yeah, but you could still trade back and get McMillan, who who's like 6'5",
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of like Drake London.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. You could trade back, and you could probably because McMillan could probably fall all the way to like the mid-teens. To be realistic with you, you could trade back to like 11, 12. You'll get a shit ton of picks. You can pick up McMillan, and then you could fill out the draft if that's what you want to do. We ain't getting Genty. Someone said smoke on Mara. I think that's Travis.
Yeah, Grandma Scott said
So,
Karen Lacey died. Yeah, RIP. He's a wide
yeah,
receiver for LSU.
yeah. R.I.P. He hung him. I think he eliminated himself.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. That's very unfortunate. I thought
Very
he was going to be.
unfortunate. Will Johnson's going to the Raiders. Hopefully, they could really use a lockdown corner.
Yeah, I agree with Brandon. Will Johnson is a the best defensive back when healthy. He'll probably drop because of health concerns. I don't think he'll be picked up by the Raiders. He could drop even further than that, but I agree with the Will Johnson take. He might get to tournament. We might get to tournament. Yes, but don't draft him at 4. If you draft him at 4, that'd be retarded because you can literally. I see you could literally drop back all the way to 12 and probably pick him up.
I
He
agree.
I want Lad McConkey on the Patriots.
Lab
Bro,
McConkey's rookie. There's no way he's fucking leaving.
uh,
Why do you want Lab McConkey on the Patriots?
he's not trying to play with Lamar. Who's not trying to play with Lamar? Who wouldn't want to play with Lamar?
I think he's talking about Genty.
Why the fuck wouldn't he want to play with Lamar? So you're
Who's he
telling
talking
me
about? Yeah, is he talking about? Giants drafting Travis or Abdul Carter at 3. Well, that'll be dumb.
I can't wait for to see the fish video on that shit. That's gonna be fucking
Yo,
hilarious.
that's hilarious. Oh,
Can't wait for that
and
video
next
to
year's draft is going to be horrible. Speaking of which, what the 49ers doing are we rebuilding? Nigga, I don't know. You're the quote unquote 49ers fan.
Wait, speaking of what the 49ers are we? First of all, if you're talking about in general, you you need another receiver because Debo's gone and Brandon Ayuk is injury prone.
Yeah,
I know you drafted what's his name late, that white boy from Florida.
I know you're talking about. I just can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, the white boy from Florida. I know y'all drafted him. We'll see what he turns out to, but you guys need. Let me think. An offensive line. You probably need interior help. Yeah, you know what? You're probably gonna get an O line,
I'm gonna keep it real. What do y'all doing with Brock Purdy? That's my question.
bro. They're gonna keep him, bro. That's the worst thing. They're probably gonna keep him to a team friendly deal and rock with Brock Purdy, which is, by the way, horrible idea. 49ers should literally blow everything up and restart over, and most importantly, fire Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, Kyle's a bum. I mean, we've went on multiple. I've went on multiple Kyle Shanahan rants on his channel. CEO has been on Kyle Shanahan shit. David Minshew banned me. Guess he doesn't want to have me in the 49ers fan base. I don't blame him. 49ers are going to be straight next year. No, they're not.
Listen, hey, listen, man, CJ. If the Niners don't want to accept you, that's cool. You can just join the Johnson brain.
Yeah.
They love retards over there.
Yeah. I mean, they have a spot open since I left.
For Travis Scott got a horrible take, so that's not another.
I was thinking about the Ravens. Yeah, go ahead, join the Ravens, bro.
No, get the fuck out. You're not welcome here anywhere. If you join the
Hey,
Ravens,
you accepted Awesome Kid, so you might as well accept Master J.
wait, what's wrong with Awesome Kid?
He's a fag.
Not wrong with. I mean, yeah, a little bit, but he's still pretty cool.
I mean, he's a fag. Oh, he's cool in my book, but he's still a fag. I mean, he hangs out with fucking Cam. So I mean,
Hey, yo, Awesome Kid. If you ever listen to this, bro, you gotta go get new friends because.
nigga was going back for, bro, we're gonna shoot you out, bro. Drop the
Bro,
Addy.
that was so corny. That was so bad.
Drop the Addy, bro. Me and my boys got the cats, bro.
Well, bro,
Fuck out of here.
bro, how dare we're about to cut off your head, bro.
The fuck out of here, bro. You talking so much. You could talk shit on the Discord, but when I fucking was on a live stream, you didn't want to. Yeah, you had to talk to Awesome Kid.
Bro, yo, not only that, RJ, we let him on the Discord with his own account, but he didn't want to. He wanted to talk to Awesome Kid.
Yeah, we all let him on for a day.
Dude was quiet for a whole week, then left.
The fuck out of here. Need a
Matt,
new owner and GM. Cowboys can't get anywhere. Well, the owner is the GM, and that's not going to happen until Jerry Jones, dies, unfortunately.
let's see. Start by getting rid of McCaffrey. Yeah, McCaffrey's probably washed at this point. Let me see.
Yes.
Oh yeah, niggas talking about congrats. Yo, so corny, so fucking corny.
I left after a while. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna play my game. Fuck that nigga.
Well, yeah, I timed him out.
Oh, we talking about also.
Yeah, I timed his ass out for an hour. I was like, nah, I'm done with this shit. You can
Well, I'm
go.
glad the moderation thing works since I made you a mod. Who's winning the NFC West then? Probably the Rams. By default. I mean, they got Devontae Adams and Puka, so I mean, they should be straight. Because I don't see, because I mean, Seahawks are trash. Niners are in destruction, and Cardinals, like once again, I said Kyler's not doing shit, so
I
it's on
got
the
the
whole.
Cardinals. Yeah, good
You
luck
said,
with it. No, APAC says he got the Cardinals.
nah, I
I hate
listen
to
as
say
a
this, but
nah.
the Rams are most likely to win it.
Yeah, they got Stafford back, who's playing some of his best football, and they got Devontae Adams with Puka. They'll be straight. They'll be fine. I mean, granted, they're not doing anything, but I mean, they'll be straight. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
Cardinals, nah. Like, nah. Listen, you can't trust. Listen, I like Kyler Murray, but like I said it before and I said it again. Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield's better than Kyler Murray. That's just a fact. I don't know how people can argue that.
I mean, yeah, you could make an argument, but it's like if Baker was on the Cardinals, bro, they'd stink.
I
Because
mean,
the
what's talking about?
Cardinals,
Whoa. He's with the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are a worse team than the fucking Cardinals.
we're talking about like with shitty organizations. Like we saw what Baker looked on the Browns. He looked like shit. Let's be honest.
Whoa.
And
Tell me, he won a playoff game.
okay, that was one time. Pretty
I'm saying,
shit.
what has Kyler done for the Cardinals?
Because it's a shit organization. What do you expect? Now
What's
that
the more shittier organization, the Browns or the Cardinals?
they're they're both pretty bad, bro.
Stop it.
They're
Stop it. Come
both
on.
pretty shit. I mean, yeah, you could
Stop
argue the Browns are a worse organization, but they're both they're both on the same level of shit. If we're being honest, if you put them on a tier of garbage, like they're gonna be in the same tier, like with shitty ass teams. You know that.
CEO, the Browns are the laughing stock of probably not even the NFL of
Bro,
sports.
Browns. I mean, Cardinals are laughing stocks too. They're just irrelevant. That's
Bro,
the problem.
I'll say this about at least the Cardinals went to a Super Bowl. Have the Browns ever been to a Super Bowl?
I mean, they won a shit ton of championships back in the day. That's about
I
it.
didn't ask that. I said Super Bowl. We don't count championships.
Okay, even if they have zero, because right now Cardinals have zero, Browns have zero. If we matched up championships back in the day, I think the Browns would be ahead of them.
I don't think the Cardinals were. Well, yeah, the Cardinals were around, but
The
still,
the,
that
the Cardinals were here since the 1800s, RJ, and they
okay.
stink.
At the
100,
same time, CEO, we're in
plus
the
years of
modern era.
shit.
We're in the modern era. I think the Cardinals have been in the conference throughout my years of watching football. They've been. I didn't watch them in the Super Bowl, but they've been to a Super Bowl back in 2009 and fucking went to a conference championship in 2015. The Browns haven't even been close to that.
Yeah, that is true, but it's like at the end of the day, bro, both
And
are
plus,
shit.
bro, time out. This dude Baker Mayfield had Freddie Kitchens and Hugh Jackson as his coach. Kyler had what's his dude's name? What's his asshole's name? What's his
Shitty. He had shitty Cliff Kingsbury and
who was just in the conference championship and coached Kyler at Texas.
well, to be fair, as a head coach, he's fucking god awful.
I mean, he might be better than Hugh Jackson and fucking. He's better than Hugh Jackson and Freddie Kitchens. At least he went to the playoffs.
Listen, let's be honest, bro. Tampa Bay's a better organization than both of them, and this is why Baker's in a better situation because they're a better organization. Kyler needs a better organization in order for him to be slightly better than he is right now. That's the problem.
I mean, bro.
If
I mean, bro, are we sure about that? I mean, a quarterback can change. I mean, bro, look at Washington before Jane Daniels got there.
yeah, but Daniels is probably better than both of them.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm just saying, like, if Kyler was that dude, he would make the organization better.
Listen, I mean, and by the way, Grove Scott, technically the Cardinals have been trashed forever. They've been around since what, the 1800s and still stink. Kyler
But
might not be it, but I tried to get the hell out of there anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if he went to the Seahawks, right? I think he'd be better off. I think he'd be better.
Seahawks.
Or this either this, let me see. I'm trying to think of a team that needs a quarterback. Right? If he went to uh
I would say the Saints because at least they have Chris Olave and Alvin Kamara.
I think yeah, if he went to Saints, if he went to the Cowboys, I think he'd be better. Like if he went to an organization that was an absolute dog water, and we're not going to sit here and lie that Cardinals are somehow not in the same tier of disgusting trash as the fucking Browns because they are.
Bro, I don't think the Cardinals are cursed. I think the Browns are actually cursed.
But you don't know about the Capone curse?
The fuck is a Capone curse? No, I don't.
The Cardinals were a money laundering operation for Al Capone.
I did not know that. I mean, bro, have you seen the Browns? Deshaun Watson.
RJ,
Enough
I
said.
mean, yeah. I mean, no, I agree with you. I think the Browns are cursed, but I also think the Cardinals are cursed.
Like, bro, listen, at the end of the day, man, Kyler's just not it. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he's not it. I think Baker's better than him. I always said that. Even when I go home, I said Baker was better. I don't give a fuck about the stats. I think Baker was better. And Kyler had way better teams with his Cardinals than Baker with the Browns.
That's a good point, Kaju. Cardinals have been in existence since the Wild West.
I mean, that's true. But we're talking about the right now. And the right now, I would say the Cardinals are a better organization than the fucking Browns.
Right now, yes, slightly, but not by much.
I mean, so Baker Mayfield won a playoff game with the Browns. I don't think Kyle would do that shit. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah. I mean, did he go 0-16 too?
Who?
Baker?
He never went 0-16.
Wasn't he on the team when they went 0-16? Oh, that
No,
was
nigga,
before.
that was the year they got him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because they were number one overall. Yeah.
They had that quarterback from Notre Dame, Deshaun Kaiser or something like that. I remember that year. Yep. You know, from Notre Dame. I remember that. I'm sorry, Tiro, but the D-backs are booty cheeks too. We can't talk. We're Yankee fans, so.
All right. So the Browns' record in 2017 was 0-16. That's when they drafted him.
Yes, that was the draft was after that. Do the Browns regret letting Baker go? Probably yes.
Why would they? I mean, it's not like he wouldn't have succeeded there anyway, bro. Like,
I
let's
mean,
just
at
keep
least
it above.
they probably have a little bit more fucking success.
Yeah, but there still be shit.
Well, hold on, Tom. I'll say the CEO. They wouldn't be paying out the ass for Baker's contract.
Yeah, it's just the Watson thing. First of all, I mean, I don't even think it's cursed. It's just dumb decision making, right? Like you got Watson when he was in the whole, the debacle, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I mean, it was just stupid. I mean, well, you paid him guaranteed money. You fucked it up by the way, Browns are responsible for it taking so long with Lamar's contract. So, that was just dumb. What they did was dumb. And that was just horrible decision making.
I mean, what do you expect? It's the Browns, so you know it is what it is with that. Thibs got shot.
Yeah, maybe in your dreams.
Smoking on Mara. He has a picture of Eli Manning. You know, I hope you know Mara loves Eli, and that's why I fucking what's the name? Lasted so long with the fucking Giants. Eli fucking Manning. Yo, Grill Mouse, how's it feel like now you're not like, how's it feel to be a Giants fan that your team is just an utter pit that's going nowhere?
I know, bro. The Giants could be cursed now, too. Maybe they'll never win shit again.
I said they weren't going to win a championship this decade, CEO. We're already half through the decade. And we already know they're not doing shit this year.
Nah, they're not doing shit. All you Giants fans, bro. Good luck. Matter of fact, what happened with Deshaun Kaiser? Well, he was like a third round pick. So what do you expect?
What happened with him? I don't know. He's probably somewhere in the CFL playing. Knicks fans need to realize Stibbs needs to go, bro. Kaiju, bro, Kaiju. I hope you realize the sun came up yesterday too. You realize that, right? Too.
Yeah, you're late on that take.
I've been saying that. I never even. If I had a YouTube channel, I would have. I think we hired him in 2019, 2020. I said I said back then I didn't fucking want him. So like, chill the fuck out, bro. Like, I'm not a. Everybody knows I'm not a Thibs fan. I'm used to disappointment being a Giants and Knicks fan, so it doesn't bother me anymore. Okay.
Basically, he's saying that he got used to the taste of shit.
And he's just okay eating it now.
I mean, yeah, listen, yeah, he's like, you know what? I've been eating shit my whole life, so I'll keep on eating shit. All right.
I've been saying before, and y'all ignore me. Who's y'all, nigga? You never said that shit to me.
I never heard that shit come out of your mouth.
I didn't even know you knew who Tom Thibodeau was. The fuck? Come on, man. You said y'all ignore me. What are you talking about, bro?
Nah, Kaju, bro. So Kaju's like the new Michael.
Wu Tage 84. You're new. What's up, bro? Bulls gonna win a playing game, maybe. Well, I mean, the only time they're probably gonna win is against the Heat. I mean, I got the Bulls winning that, but CEO thinks the Heat will win.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of faith in the Bulls.
Yo, this dude, Grandma Scott said this brother K is lying his ass off. Yeah, I never heard you say anything about Thibs. I'm the only one that shit on Thibs, and so is CEO.
Giants will win the decade, just like the Patriots did. Yeah, Kaju. This is why they know Michael.
Giants will win the decade with what? Fucking Shador? Or no, Arch Manning in 2027.
I'm telling you, I told Giants fans that they could be the new Cowboys and like they're not winning shit in like the next 30 years.
Yo, Master J said this is the guy who took his girlfriend to a fucking gas station. What do you think? Oh man.
You know, Kaju was trying to be economic.
That's what's his name told him to do.
Yeah, you keep posting that asshole in Discord. Stop that shit.
Yeah, I'm not watching that dude, bro.
Like everyone ignores you when you keep posting that nigga.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. I've been saying that Thibs should go last year, and fuck you, Master J. Well, I've been saying Thibs should go in 2022, so you're late on that. And he's cursing on Master J. You know what I'm saying? Has Michael gone live on his channel? Because I haven't seen him go. I'm subscribed to his sports thing. I haven't heard from Michael in a minute. Is he all right?
Oh, that's a good point. I haven't heard from him in a long time, too. Let me see.
Not complaining, but, you know.
No, I ain't complaining, but, it's unlike Michael.
Wait, you didn't join his Discord, CEO?
No, I didn't.
Well, I know Josh Johnson said it's boring as hell in there, so.
Yeah, I mean, well, last time he went live was last month.
Last month. Well, I think he said he was taking a break from the live streams. I don't know. Maybe he's got a life now. Maybe he's touching grass, CEO. You never know. Because he got fed up with CarCast.
Oh, he said, 7 days ago he made you said he was touching grass, right?
Yes.
7 days ago he made a video about Tyson Bagent called in shambles after the Chicago Bears signed Case Keenum, and he's addressing that weirdo Judah. So,
okay, that makes
not
sense.
necessarily touching grass material.
Maybe he's so upset that Duke lost. You feel me? Because we all know he's a huge Duke fan. Okay, bro, is he still beefing with CarCast? Those guys are both fucking queers. I swear.
I mean,
bunch of children.
No, he's beefing with. Yeah, I mean, he beefed with Carcass, but he's also beefing with that weirdo.
Another fucking incel weirdo, bro. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that dude's mad weird. Hey, I'm like, just let it go. You know what I'm saying? But Michael will always beef on it.
Yeah, you guys gotta grow the fuck up, bro. Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, people ask me, like, "Yo, RJ, why don't you get mad or do this, that, and the third like you did a couple years ago?" Because it was a couple years ago. I'm 25, though. Like, shit, you gotta evolve as a man. If you're doing the same shit that you're doing a year ago, you have a problem. Yeah, Mike made his own Discord because he said RJ's Discord was PG and not savage. I told him because you keep crashing out. Well, okay, my Discord's PG and not savage.
I mean, well, hold up, Kaiju. First of all, did you join his Discord?
Yeah, I know Michael banned Carcast from his Discord, so I don't think he banned. I think Mike and Kaiju are cool. I think Mike turned his attention towards Judah and Carcast and Brandon.
I mean, Brandon. He don't have to worry about Brandon. We shit on Brandon on a daily basis.
Yo, he
So
hates Brandon.
I mean, I understand where he's coming from. Because Brandon, he's corny, but
Brandon's cool in my book sometimes.
nah, Brandon's a whole faggot in my book. But I tolerate him.
Matter of fact, actually, speaking of that, heard from Mike a week ago. Okay, texted me on Instagram a week ago, but maybe Mike's taking a break. You never know, man. Maybe he's touching. You ever see him? Maybe he's touching grass.
Well, that's a lot of it.
Yeah, I miss Big Bertha and Mr. Goon. I haven't heard those names in years. Wow.
Mr. Goon, yes.
Mr. Goon and Big Bertha. I think that was from Fish's stream, I think.
Correct. I mean, by the way, those were troll accounts.
Of course, yeah. Who didn't know they were troll accounts? Come on.
Yeah, but the comedy was still pretty good, though. I ain't gonna lie.
You could correct me if I'm wrong. I never saw you shit on those two accounts. Maybe because they were troll accounts, but never saw you shit on them.
Well, I don't know. Well, I will say this: the Big Bertha account, I have no idea who that is. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious because it was a troll account, geared towards the asshole I didn't like at the time.
Yeah.
Mr. Goon was hilarious because he because because yeah, he kept talking about fish.
He had like an ugly picture and say, "Yo, Fish, you ugly as hell." If this is getting tight.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck you, Mr. Goon.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah. Well, in terms of dude, there were a lot of good troll accounts out there. Because, listen, I will say this: when it comes to Mr. Goon, I may or may not know who's behind that account.
You gotta tell me in private who. I'm not gonna say anything, but you gotta tell me in private who's that. But who's behind that account?
Yeah, I'll tell you private.
But what was I about to fucking say? I'm trying to remember. I mean, 2020 was actually good. Yeah, that's when 2020.
Yeah,
That's when CEO shit on everybody. Mac Ultra. Yeah, Mike. Who's that Patriots master at work? That Patriots fan that he
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, Kaiji was Mr. Goon?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't the original one.
Okay.
He probably mimicked him, but he wasn't the original account.
I'm trying to think who else. Pest was around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Michael will always be Michael. We can't change him. Plus, he always talks about touching grass. Yeah, I agree.
Listen, I don't hate Michael. I accepted him. I already accepted him for who he is.
RJ loves JJ McCarthy. What's good, everybody? JJ McCarthy's the next big thing. Is that JJ McCarthy picture? I'm actually getting so good to you. I got fake accounts about me.
This is Najee, because no one here cares about JJ McCarthy apart from Najee.
Well, Najee thought Aaron Rodgers was going there. Yo, bro, dog, when the fuck is this asshole gonna sign?
Oh yeah, I forgot he.
Like, my nigga, I've been making fucks. I do some of my videos pre-recorded. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna leave this spot open for him if he signs. He never fucking does. My gosh.
I'm assuming it's the Steelers because I don't. The Steelers haven't made any moves. If you haven't noticed,
Yeah, it's like, what? Just sign, my nigga.
like because the Pittsburgh hasn't got a quarterback right now, so I'm assuming they're in talks, and that's what's going.
I guess Mason Rudolph.
I mean, they're not rocking. They're not going into the season with no Mason Rudolph. Either listen, the Steelers has two options. Either they have to move up to draft a quarterback, which is possible, which is probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because or who they really have no one, so they're going to have to. Now it says here that news Aaron Rodgers has reportedly made key decision about his next team. It's between two teams. First is the Steelers. Can you guess the next one, RJ?
Yeah, please don't say the Vikings.
No.
Okay. Niners.
No.
Okay, you said two teams, Steelers and
Starts
I
with the
don't know.
S.
Seahawks?
No.
You said wait, hold on, the city or the name?
The name starts with an S. The name, team name.
Okay, don't. So it's not Seattle, it's not Steelers. Saints?
Who?
Saints?
Yep.
Oh, the Saints. That's
That's it.
wow.
If he goes to the Saints, he's absolutely not going to do shit.
Well, mm, well, I
Okay,
mean,
so
looking at that division, CEO. I mean, okay, we don't know anything about Michael Penix, even though I think he's going to be good. We don't know anything about that. Panthers are trash. Bryce Young's ass. Bucks are okay. I don't know. That division's weird.
I don't
Speaking
know.
of that, when the fuck is Kirk gonna get traded to?
Maybe he'll end up on the fucking Steelers if they don't get nothing done.
Yeah, because he still has to. There's still a lot of things that need to go on with those two guys.
Listen, I will say this. If it's between the Steelers, I mean, I can understand because the AFC North is tough.
Yeah.
You got to deal with the Ravens, you got to deal with the Bengals, and the Browns can upset you in divisional games occasionally.
Well,
So,
you should know that.
so, but with the Saints, Panthers are not competition.
No.
Bucks are competition. That's really the only competition. Who else is there? The
Falcons.
Falcons are not competition anymore.
No. Michael,
Well,
even
I mean,
if,
actually, we got to see what Penix does. To be honest
yeah, we
with you.
got to see what Penix looks like. But once again, he's still a rookie. So,
It says
but
here that Aaron Rodgers retiring from football. Aaron Rodgers is not retiring from football, according to several reports. So he does plan to play.
CEO. So I still would say the Niners are still in play. Specifically, I mean, the Niners still didn't re-sign Brock Purdy. Just saying. And we all know Aaron Rodgers is from California. He grew up a 49ers fan. And, I'm just saying, just throwing it out there.
Could be. I could see it happening. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll go that way, but personally, I think he'll end up on the Steelers.
That's the safe pick. But, I mean,
Like, think about it. You have DK Metcalf, you have George Pickens, you have an okay running back, and you have an okay tight end.
didn't Najee Harris leave?
Yeah, he left. I'm talking about Jalen Warren.
Oh, I forgot about Jalen Warren here. And you got a good coach, good defense. I mean, sure. I mean, but that division's hell, though.
Yeah, the division's hell. But yeah, and also not only the division, the conference is hell.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you got not only do you have the Ravens and the Bengals to go through, and then you got the Chiefs and the fucking Bills to fucking go through.
Yeah, it's hell. Yeah, yeah. He might go with the Saints because you got Chris Olave, you got Kamara,
Yeah,
you got. Do they have another receiver that I've got?
I don't know.
Well,
Well, he'll probably bring Alan Lazard and all his boys, so and Randall Cobb and shit. So
I mean,
you know how else? You might bring in the fucking coach. You never know.
I don't know. I mean, it's closer to California than fucking Pittsburgh is.
Yeah, said that. All right. Any last comments? Because you could. I don't know if you guys can tell. Me and C are dreading this. We're trying to make it to 2 hours here.
Oh, that's right. Wait, how many do we have? Oh yeah, one more minute. All right.
4 more minutes.
Oh, it's
Uh,
4 minutes. All right.
yeah, it says live for 1 hour and 56 minutes. So we have 4 more minutes here. So any comments, any questions? Hurry up, peasants, because you won't hear from us until Sunday. I was the Mr. Goon's son account.
Okay,
I don't
so
remember.
yeah, we
I
don't know who that is.
Yeah, but I have no idea what that is, bro. But Fist needs to go live, bro.
Who?
Fist, I mean, he's back on his Giants channel, so
Oh wait, he doesn't go live anymore.
no,
I'm
he's
surprised.
busy now, Theo. Why won't you watch, bro? Kaiji, we're not watching this guy, bro.
I'm surprised he doesn't go live.
Yeah, the reasons why Roger's waiting because he was still waiting on. Oh my gosh, bro, Rozier, bro, he's not going to the Vikings, bro. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Kaiju, you're listening to some redneck hillbilly in a pickup truck.
Hold on, let me look this dude up. Time out. He's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I think so. He's like, he speaks facts. I'm like, you're still getting no bitches. So what facts is he speaking?
Yeah, that's the guy you're listening to. I mean, shit. What is it, AI or AL?
AL, I think. I just copied. You can just copy and paste.
Okay, here it is. This is the guy you're listening to, bro?
It says here, TikTok star, online content creator, and social media personality who has gained widespread fame for his online fitness coaching to help men build muscles quickly. He is known for his video mashups with women that comment on gendered stereotypes. Um, I mean, but why? I mean, everything that he teaches you, we probably know, and we probably know that better. Fisk ain't been live in years. Yeah, that's weird. I thought he would be. You know, that's his whole thing has been live. So that's been weird.
Bro, I'm sorry. That guy's a weirdo. Kaiji, don't listen to him anymore. If you're in a car talking about women, you're a loser already. Sorry.
It's just the things that he probably teaches is like, first of all, it's probably common sense, right?
Yeah.
And second of all, like it's I don't know. It's just
Bro,
he's
does this guy have a wife or is married or something?
I have no idea. Probably not.
Like, come on, man. Well, Fist doesn't have a co-host. I mean, Fist alone is pretty good. I'm not saying he's going to go there, but the reason he hasn't signed over is because he's waiting on a team that doesn't want him. I find that very hard to believe. No, he's
Bro,
single. Tanji, you're listening to a single man about women. Chill out.
oh yeah, I forgot about it. Bro, he needs to bring
Like me
back.
and CEO are single, but you guys ask us for our opinions. He's giving you opinions, but I'm sorry, no.
Nah,
Bro, oh, go
I
ahead.
mean, I don't care that he's single. It's just it's one of those things where it's kind of like making dating content. Like maybe he's doing it as a monetary strategy. I get it, but most of this shit is common sense. And then if you're older in your 20s, like you should already know this shit.
Facts. Bro needs to bring back Boogeyman. That's his thing. Chad, you're a Steelers fan? I did not know that. I wish my Steelers would just give the $20 million extension to TJ and be done with it. I thought they extended TJ already. Yeah, you guys should extend him
Well,
already.
oh yeah, we forgot to talk about that. But listen, when it comes to JJ, I
TJ.
mean TJ, um, yeah, he's probably pissed because he like I think that Garrett got 40 million, Crosby got 40 million, and he's in the 20s.
Yeah.
And and they just traded for and gave DK Metcalf like what 35 million a year or something like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's probably pissed about that. Well, rightfully so. But I'm thinking the Steelers are looking at the fact that he's 30 and they don't want to pay him, but they probably should.
Yeah, facts. This is the same guy who told him to take your girl to a gas station. That dude's a bum p. I mean, that's a fact.
No, he probably didn't say that. He probably said something like, "Don't spend a lot of money on women." Right? He probably said something like that on the first date, right? Which is not a
Yeah.
horrible advice, but Kaji probably took it to the extreme.
By the way, would you let a girl sit on your face? No.
Why would I let a that sounds like cuck behavior, personally.
Yeah, and why would you want to know that?
Wait, y'all niggas is weird. Like after 12 o'clock, y'all niggas lose sense.
They're always weird, bro. I think you guys don't really talk to women on the daily. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, bro. You guys want some woman advice? I'm gonna let you guys know something. Women are normal people, just like us. I'm just letting you guys they're actually human beings.
Right,
Just
like
talk.
yeah, that's all that I mean, yeah, just talk to them and don't because yeah, it's just in a way you worship them anytime you kind of do this goofy shit. So
Text them. Even if you're someone like Hydro Social, text them. That's a good thing about technology. You could text them and get to know them, then you could talk to them. But it's I don't know, for some reason you guys are weird. You
no
guys need
offense,
this guy's
bro.
advice, that guy's advice. It's chill the fuck out.
No offense, Kaji. I'm not listening to no name named Black Spidey guy. All right.
Black Spidey guy. Wow. WrestleMania week starts tomorrow. I know CEO's very excited for that.
Fuck that shit.
I'm interested somewhat in that. You know what I'm saying? Woot Tay age. You know it's crazy. I'm getting a lot of viewers. We're getting a lot of viewers over here, CEO. You know what I'm saying? I guess people like the Unfiltered Sports podcast. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is the realest podcast out here. Ain't nobody speaks like we speak plainly. We speak directly. We don't all that. All most podcasts do all that professional shit. You don't do that
What
around
about
here. So.
Stephen A, CEO? The guy averaged 1.5 in one game, CEO.
Wait, who?
Stephen A. Smith. Remember, he averaged 1.5 in a basketball game, CEO, before he cracked his kneecap.
Oh, yep. Stephen A. now wants to run for president. Man, cornball nigga. I ain't voting for that nigga.
I'll say Whitlock was on that point. I'll give him that credit.
Yeah, oh yeah, he called it out before happened. But it's like, how dumb do you have to be to vote for fucking Stephen A. as president? I mean, Jesus Christ.
It doesn't shock me. I mean, looking at the American public, that is not highest on their not the
I
highest in
mean,
IQ.
you got a point, bro. Americans, bro. I'm sorry, but America. I'm just being honest, and I love America. You know what I'm saying? But America fell off. All right.
I mean, bro, listen, I said it before, I said it again. Two things. Number one, I don't dislike America, but I wouldn't say I like it because I'm
It
never
fell
gonna move
off.
from America. I'm never gonna move away from America, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and worship it like these fucking retards do. And also, I also said this point: not everybody should have the right to vote.
And that includes Kaiju. I'm looking at you, nigga. Listen,
Yeah, I mean, besides, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm looking at the whole Discord with us. I think the only one I would trust to vote is probably you.
and I
And that
didn't
includes me.
vote.
I don't think I should have the right to vote either. But the simple fact that no disrespect to these guys, Brandon, Donnie, TRL, the simple fact they have the right to vote, it's come on, bro.
I mean, listen. It's just I don't know. This country is cooked, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck. It fell off. Why do you think the international players are dominating shit? This country fell off. Unfortunately, it is what it
Yeah.
is.
You got guys who are attached, like Brandon, who has Trump bobblehead. I mean, listen, I'm not a fan of Trump either. I think Trump's a fag too, but bro, you voted for Kamala. Come on,
No,
bro.
here's the thing. This is what pisses me off because a lot of people. And by the way, I'm not a fan of nobody because let's just keep it a buck. We got two puppets, and we get to pick between two puppets. That's about it.
Yeah,
And
facts.
so this isn't hate. This is just the truth. When it comes to when people say, "Oh, but you voted. This is what you voted for Trump," I'm like, "Yeah, but who else we got to vote for? Kamala? It's a Kamala. Come on, bro. We are fucked either way. This is what people don't understand. We had no good candidate. We have been fucked either way. Like, do you honestly think that Kamala would have made a good president? Come on.
Absolutely not. I miss the old Donald Trump. Donald Trump's the same guy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think you just grew up and realized how bullshit the fucking politics is. If
If Kamala
Kamala,
was a Republican, I wouldn't vote for her.
okay,
Okay,
well,
but oh, go ahead, Zio.
you just proved that you don't like her. The only reason you're voting for her is because she's a Democrat.
And once again, this goes back to my point. You should have the right to vote. I'm sorry.
Like, I'm sorry, it's like back in the day, and I know this sounds, I guess, to some people, like there's something about female leadership that I just don't find attractive. Okay,
I agree. I agree.
and people like Kaiju are willing to vote in people like Kamala Harris because they probably believe in equality and that men and women are exactly the same. They're not. And
We were under the last like 4 fucking years. Does anybody believe Biden fucking did that shit?
listen, and I know a lot of people are saying, but if, and let me tell you the reality of the situation is a lot of people won't tell you this, and a lot of Republicans are lying. When there's like when Trump is not as popular as people think. Like he lost to fucking Joe Biden. Joe Biden sucks. Now, the reason he beat Hillary and the reason he beat Kamala is, I'm sorry to tell you, people don't want women running this country. Now, he beat two women because a lot of people are like, and that's not me being a misogynist or RJ being a misogynist. Women don't want women to rule for the most part, at least in this country. And that is the truth. Do I think that if do I think if it was reversed, if Trump was a Republican, I mean a Democrat, and Kamala was a Republican, do I think Kamala would have won? Fuck no.
No, absolutely not.
Donald Trump would have won as a Democrat because niggas don't want women running for office, and a lot of people don't want to acknowledge it. And a lot of Republicans said, no, if we had a good a woman Republican candidate, we would have voted for her too. Yeah, okay.
I disagree with that.
No, they wouldn't have. So, Kaji, I'm not a
I'm
misogynist.
against woman leadership either way. So,
I'm not a misogynist. I'm Kaiju. Yeah, well, that's worse.
ha! Oh man. But you watch a misogynist guy, Kaiju. Who?
Yeah, that is true. All the people you watch probably talk shit about women. I ain't gonna lie. So,
Yeah.
so you think I'm like Michael or something? Yes, yes, I do.
I want to say that because well, once again, you and Michael shouldn't have the right to vote. Just saying.
Michael would vote Republican even if it was like a woman. He would do the same thing as you, but just the opposite side. So yes, you guys are very similar.
Just going back to the point, you guys should have the right to vote. Listen, I said it before. I said it again. You need to be a certain age and take a test to vote. I'm sorry.
But I mean, yeah, I agree with you. But everyone should have the right to vote according to the Constitution and shit.
Nah, bro. I'm sorry. No, that's bullshit. And
Like,
just to end it off, because CEO, right? And I said this. I was talking to somebody about this, right?
yeah,
It boggles my mind how you can't rent a car until you're 25 because the rental car companies said we don't trust the judgment of people under 25 to rent cars. So they don't trust the judgment to rent people cars under the age of 25, but we'll trust the judgment of an 18-year-old because he turned 18 of who's running for president, governor, senator.
yeah, that's a good point.
That is the dumbest. And I think voting about who's going to be running the country or running your state is more important than running a damn car.
Yeah, it's kind of like the whole, like you can't drink until you're 21, but you can go to the army and kill yourself.
It's dumb.
This is
Stupid.
dumb. So you're telling me I could go to war, right?
Yeah.
and you go to Iraq or these places and go, commit crimes and shit, but
Kill
I
people.
can't drink a beer.
Yeah, you can smoke a cig. Like,
Nah, fucking retarded.
you can't even buy a lottery ticket until you're 21, right?
I'm not sure about that, but I know you can enter clubs as well.
Like, this is dumb. I'm
I
so
can't
like,
en- I can't go to a nightclub, but I can go tour Iraq. It's
yeah,
just great.
and kill children and shit.
Yeah, great. That's fuck out of here. They only like, oh, we care. Like, this is the government saying, oh, we care. We don't let you drink because we care about you and we want to protect you. But no, but as long as you go to the military and go around and murk brown children all over the world, that's fine. That's completely fine. Like, fuck out of
Oh,
here.
yo, Michael, what's up, Michael? What's good, everybody? I don't know when I'm gonna go live streaming, but I'm on a quest getting dark matter on Call of Duty. Oh well, I was wrong. He's not touching grass.
I mean, well, he's touching digital grass, which is close enough.
Yeah. I mean, we got 18-year-olds going to war, and they are not even old enough to. Yeah, that's our point. Listen, I mean, this country's fucked. All right, it's either way. It is what it is. But we're past the 12. We're
Yeah.
really past the 2 hour mark. I'm half asleep. CEO, is there anything you want to say to the people?
Yeah, just don't be cocky in life. All right, I'm done.
All right, but until next Sunday, and CEO will have his things set up. Peace.
It's